just let me know.
Oh, you got it. Thank you.
Lorelai, are you going to sing with us? You're going to sing with your dad? Okay. Okay.
What's up? How are you? Good. How's it going? Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2018 Marching Statesmen. The Marching Statesmen are under the direction of Kevin Cole, Dane Williams, and Jill Young. For your pre-game entertainment, the Marching Statesmen.
Welcome to the Bommarito Prep Zone Game of the Week. I'm Angela Sharp for your pre-game show. Now this is the Webster versus Kirkwood Turkey Day game. This game right here is the oldest rivalry west of the Mississippi, and that is no lie. They have been telling this game. They've only not played this game 8 times through that duration, and although today's game looks like it's going to be favoring Kirkwood, if you check back through the record, Webster has still beat Kirkwood more times than they've beat Webster. Now, there's going to be a lot of fanfare going on here. We have bands, we have cheerleaders, we have dance line, but this really is a community event. Both Webster and Kirkwood are kind of one of those small-time communities here in the big city, and they sure act like it. A lot of people either went to Webster or Kirkwood, and their family goes to the other school. I can attest to that. I actually went to Webster, my parents went to Kirkwood, and my brother is raising his family in Kirkwood. This is one of those communities where everybody kind of just comes together. Now I'm going to be taking you around showing you what's going on here today. And a lot of these guys, some of these guys played football for either Webster or Kirkwood and now have kids doing that same thing. I'm going to let you take a look at the band, and I'm going to line up some of these guys to show you.
And now the Marching Statesmen will play this 1960 hit from the Drifters. Here is Save the Last Dance for Me.
All right, this is what I like to do. I like to just run into a crowd and be like, hey, who played for Webster? And, of course, you have some people say yes. What's your name?
My name is Todd Herman.
All right, when did you play for Webster?
I played in the 80s. 89 is when I graduated.
Very cool. Now, one of those years, you guys actually didn't get to play the Turkey Day game, did you?
That's correct. My senior year, which was 88, 89, we went and won state. So we did not play the Turkey Day game that year.
Okay, so I know winning state is a big deal. How does that, though, compare to winning the Turkey Day game and keeping the bell?
Well, the tradition is just huge. The tradition is just one of those great things that a lot of high schools don't understand, because I grew up going to that when I was really young, watching my cousins play that game. So that was a struggle. That was one of those things where we're not playing Turkey Day game, but we are going to state. So it was a wrestle, but it was a great thing to win state.
Well, absolutely. I mean, always winning a state game is always a. Why do you come back to this game?
Well, it's family. I mean, this is my family still lives here, so when we come back for Thanksgiving, this is part of the tradition.
I love it. See, like I told you guys, it is part of the tradition to hang out here. If you grew up here, like, for instance, I went to Webster. My parents went to Kirkwood.
Yes.
My brother's raising his family in Kirkwood. We're kind of, even though we're rivals, we're all still together.
Yes, that's very true. I grew up in Webster. My sister now has her family in Kirkwood. They're over there.
I love it. So you're on this side supporting Webster, and your sister's over there supporting Kirkwood. And your niece is cheering, right?
She is cheering. She's right over there.
She's cheering for the Webster side.
Webster Groves, yeah.
And this is what I love. Not only is it a rivalry within itself, but it's almost a family rivalry. If you guys win, you can kind of rub it in your sister's face.
Turkey Day will be great either way, because there will be a lot of, trash talking.
I love it. All right, so can I get a go Webster?
Go Webster.
All right, we're going to show you some of the pregame activities. I'll be back in a second.
Rise and remove your caps to join us for a moment of silence to reflect on those things that we are truly thankful for as individuals, as a community, and as a nation. And now, please remain standing and direct your attention to the flag at the north end of the field for the playing of our national anthem, as performed by the Webster Groves High School Marching Statesmen. A big round of applause for the Marching Statesmen, and they will be back out at halftime for a special Turkey Day performance. And we would like to ask all fans to visit our concession stands throughout the ball game. Those are located at the north end of Moss Field. The concession stands are operated by the Webster Band Aids, and we appreciate your support.
Oh, wait.
brought to you by Fit for Life, Sports and Rehabilitation, A&G Auto Spa, Elite Football Academy, McDonald's, Farmers Insurance, Affinia Healthcare, the U.S. Army, Jet Transportation, Papa John's Pizza, Dead On Sports, St. Louis, Kansas City Carpenters Regional Council.
Are you looking for a career and not just a job? Are you interested in finding out how the Army can help you to achieve your educational goals?
The Army offers more than 150 career choices, which can help you prepare for a lifetime of success, with education benefits that can help you pursue a degree of your choice.
The Army builds character, soldiers who take pride in their service and in making a difference for themselves, their families, and their nation.
For more information and to see if you qualify, call the Belleville Recruiting Center at 618-628-0992.
All right, I have Gracie here. She is the captain of the JV squad, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so how long has a JV been cheering here at the Turkey Day game?
We switch off every year. JV cheers only when it's a home game.
Only when it's a home game. Now, see, I'm going to date myself, but back in my day, JV didn't even cheer at the games. So this is kind of new. Is it kind of cool to have your dancers and your cheerleaders and everybody out here for today's event?
Yeah, it's a big thing. And the band's here and everybody's here. It's great.
All right, now, we all know that Webster is not favored going into this game. How are you going to do keeping everybody's spirits up?
We've had a lot of practice this season, staying positive, encouraging, even when we're not winning. So we love our statesmen.
We do love our statesmen. I'm a former statesman, so we do love our statesmen. What do you think is the coolest part about Turkey Day?
It's just everyone's a big part of it, and everyone's involved, and everyone's excited, so it's just really fun.
It is. It's kind of a community event. You know, everybody's kind of all involved with that. All right, I know that you guys have a little cheer, so I'm going to stand out of the way, and you guys look at my camera and give us a little cheer.
Okay. O-R-A-N-G-E, crush. O-R-A-N-G-E,
Happy
crush.
Thanksgiving, everybody! And welcome to Moss Field for the annual Turkey Day Football Classic. Featuring our Webster-Kirkwood.
Gotta love it. That is your Statesman JV cheerleaders.
Today's game marks the 111th anniversary of the first Turkey Day game played in 1907. This is the oldest high school football rivalry west of the Mississippi. Webster Groves and Kirkwood High Schools are proud members of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. And we remind all spectators that this is an educational experience for our student athletes. Let's continue to show sportsmanship and respect our schools, communities, and traditions. Now first, entering the field from the north end zone, the Kirkwood Pioneers. Coached by Farrell Shelton. And now for the home team, entering the field from the south end zone and leading the Turkey Day series over Kirkwood with an all-time Turkey Day record of 53, 45, and 5. Let's hear it for your Webster Groves Statesmen, led by head coach Cliff Ice. We now ask that you direct your attention to the center of the field for the presentation of this year's Ray Moss Awards. These awards are presented to one member of each team in honor of the late Webster Groves athletic director and football coach, Ray Moss. During his 24 years as head coach of the Statesmen, Coach Moss compiled a record of 133 wins, 74 losses, and 12 ties. He was also a man who believed in the value of good sportsmanship and taught his athletes that sportsmanship should be as important as winning the game. it is in his memory that we present these awards today. Presenting the awards will be Kirkwood High School head football coach Farrell Shelton and Webster Groves High School head football coach Cliff Ice. And this year's award recipients of the Ray Moss Awards are, from the Kirkwood Pioneers, Cooper Wise. And from the Webster Groves High School Statesman, Jack Meyer. Congratulations, Cooper and Jack. Once again, folks, please direct your attention to the center of the field for our coin toss. The officials for today's game are Crew Chief Bill DuPont, joined by Matthew Trudzinski, Jeff Johnston, Ed Hogan, and Sean Nolan.
Can they hear me? Latrell Nancy. Sorry. Yeah, Allah. And his son plays. Webster Groves Allah. Can they not hear me?
Right.
Are you going out late?
No.
Okay. All right, what I love about this Webster-Kirkwood Turkey Day thing is it's a community event. This is Latrell Yancey. You played here for Webster.
Absolutely.
All right, and you still hold a record. What record do you hold?
Right now, I'm currently at the top of rushing yards here at Webster Groves, and a few years ago, we did a nomination for the All-Century team, which I was happily glad to be a part of, top 22 players in the school's history.
I love that. So what, you graduated in '97, and you still hold that record?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a pleasure, but I was hoping that my son, who's playing today, Cameron Yancey, gets an opportunity to one day probably break that record. He's only a junior, so he's got one more year, so hopefully he gets that opportunity.
Is he close?
Not right now. I always give him a hard time about it. You know, I told him he's going to have to put some work in to get to where I was. But, you know, it gives him something to look forward to and give him something that he can push for.
Well, I love that. And you're even supporting your son here. I love this. Got a photo of him right there on your shirt. Can you put into words what it's like to have once played here in the Turkey Day game and then see your son doing it?
It's surreal. I'm going to be honest with you. It's funny to see him out there in the same number. He runs the same. To see him play on the same field, my first experience here as a statesman, getting the opportunity to play in front of a crowd like this, it's just surreal, and I'm just happy that he got a chance to experience the tradition.
Yeah, the tradition is amazing, and it's hard for people to understand who haven't been a participant in the Webster-Kirkwood. What do you think about these two communities, getting together for an event like this?
Well, it's like any other rivalry, but it's one of the best. You know, you got your college rivalries, you got your high school rivalries, but just playing in this game, Kirkwood and Webster Groves, I mean, just the intensity of the game and how much it means for all the communities, not just the high schools, but the neighborhoods and the administrations and the staff and everything else. It's just amazing to be a part of a tradition like this. That's probably one of the best rivalries west of the Mississippi.
I love it. It is the best rivalry west of the Mississippi. Also a former statesman myself, so I can say that. I just want to hear a very loud "Go Webster" because I think they're going to need it today.
Absolutely. It's been a rough season, but you know what? No records matter when it comes to this game right here. And that's one thing I have learned as a statesman is just, you know, at the end of the day, this is one, and it's like a bowl game for us. So records are out the window. Doesn't matter what they are. Doesn't matter what we are, because I've seen it play out in both sides. You know, so at the end of the day, we just got to come out and play, be focused, and concentrate on getting the bell back.
I love it. All right, give me one of those football "Go Websters."
All right, let's go Webster. Let's go statesman, baby. Let's go alum, class 97. Let's go.
So after the coin toss, Kirkwood will receive.
Yes. Hello, check 1, 2. Hello? Hello, check 1, 2. Can we start? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Webster Groves High School, home of the 111th anniversary of the Turkey Day rivalry between Webster Groves Statesmen and the Kirkwood Pioneers. Along with Angela Sharp, Demetrius Johnson, I'm Todd Blackstock, and we're set for action at Moss Field. And Kirkwood set to return the ball. They get it up past the 35, up to about the 37-yard line, and we're underway.
Number 4, Martez.
And here's my partner, Demetrius Johnson. We call him DJ, and he's in the house. He would not miss the Turkey Day game for anything, would you, DJ?
Hey, man, look, you know what? This is what it's all about, man. This is the pageantry of high school football. I mean, it just culminate my Thanksgiving. You know, I couldn't have it no other way.
You know, it's perfect because it's a beautiful day out here. It's like 60 degrees. It's sunny. You've got a packed house here, and what a great day for football. The elite football coaches of the game, Farrell Shelton from Kirkwood and Cliff Ice for Webster Groves. And Kirkwood immediately pushes forward close to a first down. They've got quite the attack, DJ, and they had a pretty darn good year this year, the Kirkwood Pioneers.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, well, think about it. I mean, Farrell Shelton has been around for a long time. He understands how to win. He understands how to put together a program, not a team, but a program, and they're very successful and they're very good.
As far as Webster Groves this year, they have not won a game. They lost their starting quarterback, Enrique Quinones. They lost their starting running back, and it's been downhill all season for Cliff Ice, who's got a great record as the head coach. But this has been a really down year for Webster Groves. But you know what? You throw all the records out of the books on Turkey Day. They got some guys healthy today. And
no doubt about it. Cliff Ice has been around for a long time. Very good coach. He's one of the few coaches who started that spread offense and spreading the team and throwing the ball in multiple formations. Cliff Ice was the guy who you can say was one of the orchestrators of high school doing that for years.
All right, so third down for Kirkwood. And the ball's out.
That is a sack, and the ball is loose. Kirkwood does recover.
So Cooper Wise, he gets a tremendous rush.
I'm going
to tell you something. Noah Arenze came around that corner, big fella, and let the boom out, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You thinking about turkey? That was the dressing.
All right, so Kirkwood set to punt. It's a pretty good high punt by the Pioneers. Macklin on the kick. And they down it down, deep in Webster territory. Webster Groves in the black tops with the orange pants today, and you just couldn't have found a better day. I mean, it's been kind of cold lately, DJ, and I tell you what, it's a beautiful day today.
Yeah, this is an ideal day to play football. I mean, the weather is perfect. The pageantry is off the charts. This symbolizes what high school football is all about. The bands are going, the fans are going. Just the entertainment is going to be excellent. This is what it all is all about.
And folks, the A&G Auto Spa coaches details of the game. For Webster Groves, they've got to stop this Kirkwood offense. There's a run to the left side there. They're going to watch out for Martez Jones, Maurice Massey, and Jarius Macklin. As a matter of fact, there's 3 Kirkwood players that have more touchdowns than the entire Webster Groves team. Those are the 3 gentlemen we just mentioned. Cooper Wise having a great year, 23 touchdowns, over 2,000 yards passing.
Hey, let me go back on something. They just called a face mask penalty on the Pioneers. But I'm going to say this. I think that was a bad call, and let me tell you why. They stopped the momentum of the runner. He was stopped. And they continue to let, 4 or 5 players keep pushing them back. The play should have been dead prior to that happening. So I think that was just a bad call. You got to call that play, immediately if you're an official.
Officials for today's game, the referee, Bill DuPont. Matt Trzynski is the umpire. Ed Hogan, the line judge. Jeff Johnson, the head linesman. And Sean Nolan, the back judge. Webster Groves, first down and 10. Here's a run up the middle. Positive yards.
Up the middle.
Pushing up towards the 40-yard line. A nice gain for the Statesmen.
Yeah, that was a nice run. I mean, just one break, block away, or tackle away. Cam Yancey almost took that baby to the house. And let me tell you something about Cam Yancey. He's a guy, when the quarterback got injured early in the year, he started playing at the quarterback position. Very fast, very explosive. And I like his ability to make plays. Cam Yancey, the special player.
Yeah, Yancey on the season. A very good season so far. Pretty good, not too bad. Jerkon Connors and Cameron Yancey are the 2 guys that saw most of the touches. As Yancey again, DJ, up to the 45, and Webster Groves looks pretty good. They've retooled a little bit.
And that's what you would need to do. If you got to get the ball in some of your best players' hand. Cam Yancey is one of the best players for the Webster Groves team, and you got to get it in his hand, put him in the Wildcat formation, snap it to him, let him get the ball and make plays.
All right, Yancey again in the backfield. And it's a straight snap to Yancey around the right side. He pushes forward. He's got some running room. There he goes, inside the 40. Inside the 30, first down, Statesman.
That's what I'm talking about. Get a big fella, get a little fella the ball, get out of the way. That's what I'm talking about. Cam Yancey is an explosive player. You saw his ability to make a cut and cut outside and get down the side and make a nice pickup. That's what kind of player he is. He has the explosiveness and he can make it happen.
There's a nice shot of Cam right there. Let's take a look at the replay,
now watch
DJ.
how he bounces out. Bam. You see that bounce out? Now look at the explosiveness getting up the field. He's trying to take that baby to the house, gets down for a great pickup. Great play by Cam Yancey.
Cooper Wise and Macklin get him out of bounds. First down, Webster Groves. And this looks like Jerkon Connors with a nice little run.
Well, and this is out of the characteristic. This is not characteristic of Cliff Ice. Cliff Ice is a coach who likes to spread it and throw it. Oh my goodness! I'm seeing in something, a revolution, evolution of something here happening. Cliff Ice is running the ball.
Well,
it's not passed yet.
You've got to do what your strengths are.
Oh my goodness!
And there's Connors again. He goes down the sideline. Big gain, Webster Groves.
Yes, sir, big fella. Yes, sir.
And into the end zone. How about that?
Get it in the house, Connors. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, I tell you what, that's mano-a-mano football. I have never witnessed a Cliff Ice football team playing mano-a-mano football, just running and smash. He had not thrown a pass that whole drive. This is not a Cliff Ice. This is a different Cliff Ice. They say things can change, and it just did. I just witnessed history.
You sure did. And
Cliff Ice not throwing a pass in the first series.
Against Jackson in the first game of the season, their quarterback was injured. So they've gone the whole season without him. Enrique Quinones.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, man, I am so amazed to see Webster Groves run the ball the entire series.
And the extra point is good. Joe Nash with the point after.
Oh, my goodness. Now watch this blocking up front, but look at that. Bam, they block, kick out there. He's getting a nice goal. Big time stiff arm, young fella, and get it in the end zone. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big time players making big time plays in big time games.
All right, Nash pounds it through, so it's 7-0. Webster Groves, who would have thought this? Kirkwood with a fine season this year. Webster Groves hasn't won a game, and they come out and draw first blood.
That was a man stiff arm. That was a big man stiff arm. That was a big boy stiff arm, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And you know what? The adrenaline is flowing. The adrenaline is flowing, and you're pumped up.
All right, let's go down to our sideline reporter, Angela Sharp, who is a alumni of Webster Groves.
They say about these rivalry games, the largest one west of the Mississippi, they say you can throw those records out the window, and Webster's showing that maybe that is true. You know, today they are playing for that Frisco Bell, which I haven't heard being run over there from Kirkwood. Maybe Kirkwood was so confident they didn't even bring it. But this is a huge game. During that last running yards, you heard a lot of Cam Yancey. His dad, Latrell Yancey, actually still holds the running yards record here at Webster, and he graduated in 1997. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Angela. Angela was a little bit of a hoopster here at Webster.
I know. They tell me, man.
He's a pretty famous alumni. I just saw David Brader.
Wow.
Toyed around in the NFL for a bit. He's up in the press box. Who else? Tracy Mack?
Yeah, I had an opportunity to play with Tracy.
He was a heck of a ball player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he is brought down by number 21.
So Stephon Cameron brought down by Hooper, and now Kirkwood with the ball on their own 45-yard line. And you know, Cooper Wise and Coach Farrell Shelton, they want to get right back in this here. They're down 7. They thought they were going to come in here and just wipe out Webster Groves.
Folks, I'm telling you, man, this is just a sight to be at. This is unbelievable to see, just the pageantry and just the emotions of this game.
All right, Kirkwood with the ball straight up the gut. A nice little gain right there by Martez Jones.
That's a nice run by Martez Jones. He gets hit in the backfield and keeps his feet moving and almost break that thing. Watch this. You're talking about just being a beast. Like, bam, he gets it, bam. Look at that. Oh, he throws him off, and look at the balance. That was a beautiful run.
Yeah, Martez Jones having quite a season with about 1,200 yards and 12 TDs on the season. Another nice run there for Kirkwood.
I'm trying to make sure, Todd, if we at the Kirkwood Webster Groves annual Turkey Day game, because both of these teams are playing smash mouth football. They're not passing the ball a lot. This is not the teams that I normally have come accustomed to watching play.
This time Cooper Wise keeps it around the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. 3rd down for the Pioneers.
That was a good play. Jack Myers, number 87, does a good job coming off the block, going down, flattening it down the line of scrimmage, and coming up and making a nice play. That was a great play.
3rd down and short for the Pioneers. Cooper Wise, low snap. He hands it off. No, he keeps it and goes up. It looks like he's got enough for the first.
Yeah, boy, that was a good play by Cooper Wise that time. I mean, he fooled me. I'm thinking he gave the ball to the running back, and he kept it. That's very good deceptions by Cooper Wise.
Wrapped up by number 5, Donnell Robinson.
First down, Kirkwood. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. And a little movement on the defensive side there, and a penalty on Webster Groves.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, the defensive linemen, what they try to do is get a rhythm of the call. You know, they listen to the cadence of the quarterback and try to get off a second.
So that's going to make it 1st down and 5 for Kirkwood. Is
5-yard penalty.
They're kind of getting their legs underneath them here, ready to eat some turkey. Cooper Wise looks down the right side for Macklin.
Oh, yes, sir.
He's got a touchdown, just like that.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. When you're big time, you make plays. Yes, sir. Go get a young fella. That's a big time play, baby. I mean, that was a big time play. Macklin was so smooth with it. When the ball was thrown, he did a veteran move. He took his left hand and kind of pushed the defender off and faded away from him, and the ball was thrown perfectly. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a Picasso.
It sure was. And the PAT is good, and we're all knotted up at 7.
No, watch this here. The ball is thrown. You can see Macklin right there. He uses his left hand and gets the receiver off of him and fades to the sideline. And that was a beautiful thrown pass by the quarterback. It just put it right there in the pocket. You can ask for better execution, but it tells you the character of the Kirkwood football program. They get down early on the road in a very hostile and jovial environment. But guess what they do? They respond. That's what big-time teams do.
Wow, what a crowd out here at Moss Field. A good shot right there, the marching band.
I mean, this is, hey, folks, I am telling you, folks, you got to be here. This is so unbelievable. And if you didn't make it and you're watching this on TV, next year you got to come. The pageantry, the joy, the excitement, just everything just put in one thing is just so tremendous. This is over 100 years of this game. And I'm telling you, man, you can see how important this game is to both of these communities.
All right, Barry with a run-up and the kick. Webster Groves brings it back. A nice little return right there by the Statesman. It's Kevin Jones. Gives the Statesman nice field position, 1st and 10, going right to left.
Now, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to put an asterisk. You know, here's my asterisk play. I'm going to put an asterisk right here by Webster Groves. I'm going to see, can they now respond to Kirkwood? Because you know Kirkwood going to put some points up. Webster Groves got to do what they did, just methodically take the ball, keep the ball out of Kirkwood's hand, but they must score. Here's my asterisk series.
Run right up the middle. Kirkwood's defense, a nice stop right there, 2nd down and long for the Statesman.
And the reason why this is an asterisk because the momentum of Webster Groves. You know, you get your confidence going. You feel good about yourself. Now you come back and let's see if you can repeat it. And if you can't repeat this, boy, you better believe that Kirkwood is going to smell blood and come after him.
In Webster's last game, Coach Ice said they had 17 players out injured.
Wow.
Got a couple of them back. So that's been the tale of their whole season.
That's amazing.
And a penalty on the play.
Penalty flags. It's going to be a false start penalty against the Statesman.
And just to have them to be able to compete in that circumstance under that tremendous, amount of just injuries on your team, man. It's just unbelievable.
Another thing, DJ, these teams a lot of times are competing for the state game, and they play their junior varsities. Here we go. It's a nice runner on the right side. Webster Groves eating up the clock, and Yancey again.
Yeah, well, Cam Yancey is feeling it. Now, a flag just came out at the last minute. Maybe after the play, I think something happened. But I'm going to tell you something, man. Cam Yancey is having a very good game right now. He's got to keep that momentum up and getting up the field because this young man can play. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
What are your signature statements?
It's just, folks, isn't this nice? Watch how he bunts out. Look at it. He hits there. He bounces out, shows some great speed, and was able to arc out to get a nice pickup because she saw the pressure coming up from Kirkwood. But it's still Cam Yancey had the ability to arc up and then come back out and get a nice pickup. That's a great run by Cam Yancey.
Personal foul against Kirkwood.
So they tag on a personal foul, DJ, to the end of that run. And they're going to move it 15 more yards up, and Webster Groves with the ball. It seems like they're trying to run the clock. They want to shorten this game. Keep the ball away from Kirkwood.
No question about it. It's kind of in basketball. You know how they go in a four-corner stall? This is like taking the air out of the ball by running it. You want to run it and just be methodical, and as less touches as you can get Kirkwood the opportunity, the better chance you have to win this game. So you got to just slow it down, run the ball, and try to control it.
Yancey rolls to the left side, puts the ball away, turns the corner, stiff arm and out of bounds. It looks like he went down. He went down. It looks like he hurt. He could be hurt. He was pulled down, and there he jumps up. Like to see that.
Come on, man. You talking about Yancey ain't hurt big time. Get out of the way. Give him the ball. Come on, man. Give Yancey the ball. I am telling you what, man. Yancey is coming like he's playing with a vengeance today. He wants to prove a point. Watch how he wants to prove it. He was going to throw the ball and had the wherewithal to see this run down there and pick it up. Look at his speed. Hit that corner. Get the stiff arm. Get out of my way. That's what I'm talking about. The young fella's running tonight.
I really like the way he turned it up. And this Connors on the right side pushes forward, puts his head down, and pushes the pile forward.
Let me tell you who I got to give credit to. I got to give credit to the big dogs up front. The big dogs, that offensive line for Webster Groves is doing an outstanding job letting the little dogs eat. The big dogs are pounding up front, and that's allowing Cam, Yancey, the other players, Connors, to get upfield and make plays. That's what I'm talking about.
Second down. Looks like Connors straight up the gut, pushes for a couple.
Boy, I like this kind of football. This is old school football, baby. I mean, just buckle it up. Cliff Ice said, we just going to buckle it up and go mano a mano and see who can stop us. I'm loving this kind of football. They don't play this kind of football anymore. Everything's got to be a spread. Everything got to be passed. Webster Grove say, we're going old school today.
Third down and 4 for the Statesmen. 3:40 to go in the first. Connors around the right side, puts his head down.
Yes, sir.
Hits a wall.
Yes, sir. Ooh, that's a hammer time hit there, baby. Whoa, I hope we can see that one again. That's what I mean. You know what? I love these teams here, man. You know why I love these teams? Because they compete. It don't matter what the record is. If the record is good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Doesn't matter. Throw it out the window. These two teams come and play. I couldn't see that. I want to get my hammer. Here we go. Watch this. He gets it upfield. Watch this, baby. Hammer time. That's a hammer time hit, baby. Yes, sir. That is a hammer time hit.
Fourth down. Webster Groves is going to go for it. It's a Wildcat formation. Yancey's got nowhere to go, and he goes down. Kirkwood, huge defensive effort.
We were talking about how the offensive line for Webster Groves was doing an outstanding job. Guess what, folks? That defensive line for Kirkwood stepped up to the plate. They penetrated, they came across and stymied everyone that made plays. That's what I'm talking about. That's big-time football up front with the big dogs.
And here comes the offense. Looking at the offense, they got some beef on that line. And Quentin Costello, junior, number 68. Well, second team all-conference.
Don't be surprised if they go deep on this one.
They got wide receivers split to both sides. Cooper Wise keeps it himself, and Webster Groves stays at home, does a nice job not biting.
Very good discipline by Webster Groves defense. I mean, they did not bite on anything. They stayed at home and maintained the integrity of the line of scrimmage and their position and made the play. That's what you have to do. You got to stay at home, make plays. You know there's an explosive Kirkwood offense, so you got to be disciplined if you're Webster Groves.
2:25 to go. We're all tied up. If you're just joining us, it's Turkey Day at Webster Groves this year. Time Kirkwood hands it off to the left side. And the defense does a real nice job there containing the run. That was Cole Johnson on the carry.
You know the thing I like about these two teams? I mean, they compete. And you know what? It's a friendly competition. I mean, they go at it. They go at it hard. They're going for the bell. You know, and Kirkwood has had the bell for a while now. Webster Groves is trying to get the bell. But I'll tell you, they really compete, and they compete fairly and hard, and I love it.
Yeah, wide receiver split to both sides. We got Macklin right here in front of us. Cam Yancey. And he goes right over to this side.
Yes,
Yancey with a big hit there, close to a first down.
Oh, my goodness. Somebody better call that man and say, look out.
Actually, that was number 12. Looks like Tanner Lean or Brock Sandbolte.
Yes, sir.
Number 22.
Brock Sambo and Cameron Yancey.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay.
This. Here you go. Good read. Come up. Watch this. Bam. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's a hammer time hit, too.
Yeah, that was Cam Yancey. That sure was.
Cam Yancey is bringing this game this morning.
Kirkwood with a short punt, and it takes a bounce backwards about 5 yards, where it's touched, and Webster Groves will take over with 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. And now we're back down to Angela.
Jay, I have Mike Kletchner here from Kirkwood Fence. First of all, thanks for being here, but what is Kirkwood Fence?
Kirkwood Fence has been around for over 35 years, and we install fences for both residential and commercial customers. We work in a variety of materials, everything from wood, vinyl, steel, aluminum, and chain link.
All right, now I hear the word Kirkwood in the title. Does that mean you were here definitely cheering for the red and white team?
We are very supportive of both communities. Yes, Kirkwood Fence is in our name. We love Kirkwood. We love Webster Groves. We work with families from both communities, and we plan to be very supportive of both communities moving forward. So
I love it. Well, where can somebody find out more information about you and hit you up if they're in the mood for a fence?
You can call 314-966-3333 or go to kirkwoodfence.com, and we're happy to come take a look at your property and see how we can help.
I love it. Back to you, Todd and DJ.
Angela, back to the action. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Webster Groves.
That's what
Connors, he
I'm
throws
yes,
it
sir.
wide open. Inside the 40, running down the sideline, 30, 25, into the end zone, touchdown! Kirkwood, how about that? Tanner Lean with a long touchdown.
Yes, sir, folks. I'm telling you what, buckle up your seatbelts. This is going to be a heck of a game. I give him credit. Great call by Cliff Ice. Got the ball. They've been running the ball. Every time they snap it, they run the ball. This time, take 2 steps like he's going to run. Yancey stops back and throw the ball wide open receiver. He take that baby to the bank and catch it in for 6 points. Big time, 60 yards. Great execution by Webster Groves.
I can't wait to see this replay if we can get it. And in for the PAT, Nash. And it looks like you have some replacements coming out here just a little bit late. We got the lineman off the field now, and Webster Groves trying to go up 14-7. Snap back, ball down, kick up. It's long, it's high. And it's good.
Well, I tell you what, made a nice play. Now watch this, folks. Pretend like he's going to run it, step up, throw it. He gets it, and look at him. You ain't catching him. Get out of here, baby. He's taking that baby down the sideline, and he did it real nice and smooth. Big time.
That's Noah Ahrens. Noah Ahrens. A-R-I-N-Z-E.
That was a great call by Cliff Ice, because now Kirkwood was so conscientious of that run because Webster Groves was pounding it. Now, if Webster Groves had no success on the run, pounding it inside, that play never works. So you got to give credit to the offensive line and the running backs, particularly Cam Yancey, who set the tone early in the game, running the ball up there. Now, you come and you fake it. He takes 2 steps like he's going to run it, stop, throw it down, wide open, take that baby to the house for 60 yards. Great play, great execution by Webster Groves.
So with 18 seconds left in the first, Webster Groves takes the lead.
It's like a heavyweight fight, baby. They're right in the middle of the ring, going blow to blow. Now, let's see if Kirkwood's going to respond like Webster Groves.
Cooper Wise and Macklin. And they kind of squibbed this one down. And they're going to give Kirkwood excellent field position. I'm not sure what the thought process was there. But that was turned out to not be a great play for the Statesman.
Well, the thought process is saying if I kick it down to Macklin, he has a chance to score a touchdown. But if I squid kick it, he has a chance, someone has a chance to get a good field position. So he said, I'm going to take one of the less of the evil. So what he says, I'd rather for him not to score than we may be able to get a stop rather than a potential score. I'm kicking it deep.
Maybe a turnover.
Yeah, I'm kicking it deep and say, let's play football.
Clock's running, and they blow it dead. And there's a penalty on the play. You know, this is kind of like a playoff atmosphere not a playoff game.
But you know what? It is a playoff game to them because you know how these teams normally, one of these teams are playing in state.
Right.
Okay? But they would rather play here because of tradition. This is 100 years of football, and everyone in this community looks forward to it. You don't even touch your turkey. You don't do anything. The dressing, stay at home. You come to this game first.
All right. Cooper Wise around the left side, and the Statesmen do a nice job containing him. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score, Webster Groves 14, Kirkwood 7. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Game of the Week presented by McDonald's.
All across the state of Missouri this fall, football programs, athletic trainers and administrators are participating in the Safety in Football campaign. ATs are providing their clerical skills and expertise each day to improve the overall health and safety of their athletes.
Do you have enough cash to protect you and your family in the event of an illness or injury? Do you have a safety net? This is major medical insurance. We all know that it's something our family shouldn't live without. If something unfortunate happens, it helps cover most of our medical expenses like our doctor's bills or prescriptions. But while you're focusing on getting better, who's helping with the other expenses in your life? The important things, the things your family needs and cares about. Aflac! Aflac helps pick up where major medical leaves off, and it helps cover the expenses.
And a touchdown, Kirkwood.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
Martez Jones.
Oh, my goodness. What did I just see? Oh, I mean, that was Houdini. That was Houdini, man. You see it, you thought you saw something, but you didn't see it, and you did. I saw Martell Jones taking that baby to the bank. Watch this. It's a screen. It's a flare-out screen. Look at this. Watch this. Whoop. He cut here. Whoop. Look at this cut here. Whoop. Look at that cut here, man. Watch this. Whoop. Look at whoop. Oh, my goodness. And then put on the afterburners, baby. Take it to the bank. Cash it in. 7 points. Big time, baby. Big-time players are making big-time plays in this big-time game.
We are talking about safety in football campaign. We'd like to thank the trainers for both teams.
So the PAT is good and just underway here in the second quarter. It's kind of like Kirkwood's looking at the scoreboard. It's about 14. They're like, nuh-uh.
Hold on, man. Hold on. You think about
it's like
this.
the Rams-Chiefs game the other night.
No question about it. Think about it. It's 12 minutes to go in the quarter, right? All right, look what we got. He scored. It's 11:46. So imagine how many seconds it took him to score.
14 seconds.
14 seconds to respond back to a touchdown to Webster Groves. Oh, man, these are two exciting teams. And, you know, it doesn't matter how good they are during the regular season. It doesn't matter here. That bell is so important for both communities.
Caleb Berry with the kick. It's a deep one. Yancey inside the 10. He brings it out past the 10. Cuts it up and goes down. And that's where the Webster Groves will take over 1st and 10.
Well, I tell you what, man, Cameron Yancey, he's getting all you can ask for today, baby. He is doing everything: returns, kick, quarterback, passing the ball. He has stepped his game up, man, and that's what great players do. Great players take their game to great heights in the midst of a very hard situation, and I am appreciating seeing this excellence, particularly by Cam Yancey.
Soccer game tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the high school.
Statesman up the middle. And Bullen forward for a couple of yards right there.
Yancey, the ball carrier.
Yancey again.
I'm telling you what, I mean, we just need to say Yancey every time because Cam Yancey is doing it all today. If he's going to have a lot of turkey and dressing to eat at home because he's going to be hungry after this one, baby, because he is putting it out, all the energy out there on the football field.
Second down and 4. Clock running down to the 11-minute mark. Yancey in the Wildcat. Yancey right up the middle. Yancey pushes forward. And pushing back for Kirkwood is Stefan Cameron.
It looked like he may be a little short. I got to give Kirkwood, Webster Groves a lot of credit up front because they're not doing anything deceptive in terms of Webster Groves. They just faked the one thing and threw the ball to run. But they're just smash mouthing up front and saying, stop us.
Yancey moving forward. Pushes down. I think he got it.
Yancey up the middle.
It tells you a lot about the offensive line and the defensive line and the running back. Because they're not disguising anything. Webster Groves is not disguising anything. They're lining up. You know exactly what they're going to run, and they're saying, stop us. Wow.
Here goes Yancey again. Yancey right, Yancey left, Yancey up the middle.
I'm telling you what. Oh, man, I know Yancey's got to be getting tired, man. I mean, he's been 98% of the offense this first half so far. And one thing it tells me about Yancey, he's in some shape. We know he's got some heart, but it tells me his conditioning is off the charts to run the ball like that and be as consistent with it.
2nd and 8.
Second down and long for the Statesman. Yancey rolls to the right, fakes, pushes up. Looked like he wanted to throw it, but it was pretty good coverage by Kirkwood. And unfortunately, that was Connors.
Number 34, Jaquan Connors.
Well, I'll tell you what, Connors got some nice athletic ability too, man. They got some really quick running backs and nice little athletes up back there. But Kirkwood, Kirkwood is just loaded.
It'll bring up 3rd.
They just loaded up front, and they've shown a lot of poise and composure. They have not panicked in this game, and that's what I can appreciate about this Kirkwood football team, that Farrell Shelton have their mindset where they're going to compete and respond.
So Connors, there's a little shift on the far side, a little trickery right now. Naked backfield. Connors rolls to the left, gets a block. You got some running room up close to a first down.
Wow.
Jaquan Connors.
Wow.
And he breaks through to about the 40. We'll see where they spot it.
They call it illegal procedure.
So they're going to bring this one back.
Start against Webster.
Yeah, they shifted about 4 guys from the backfield to the left side of the offensive line, and somewhere in there, somebody was moving.
Yeah, I thought everyone got set, but I guess they didn't. One thing about Cliff Ice going to be very creative. He's using what he has to use, to work with his team. I mean, he had a lot of injuries, lost his quarterback, and now he's adjusting his game. I can appreciate that. That's good coaching.
Looks like Connors rolls to the left, throws against his body into coverage.
Interception, look like.
And it looks like it's picked.
And pass intercepted.
It sure is.
Connors, the pass intercepted by number 16, Cooper Wise.
So Cooper Wise, the quarterback.
Yeah, but let me tell you why this is hard. You're rolling him to his left. You're rolling him to his left, and he's a right-handed passer. That's very difficult. That's hard for college quarterbacks and pro quarterbacks to roll to their left and be a right-handed passer and set the throw back. That's a very difficult throw.
You're talking about Coach Ice, 12-30 since losing to Ladue November 7th, 2014. But his career record, 145 wins and 74 losses. That shows you how great of a coach he's been all these years, and they're just hitting a rough spell.
No question about it. And Cliff Ice, man, I'm telling you, the thing I like about Cliff Ice is this. His ability to make adjustments his creativity, him being able to create the spread offense, and they've been running the spread for a long time. So what we're seeing today, Cliff Ice was doing it 10 years ago.
I remember when he was the offensive coordinator at Hazelwood Central, guys like Sterling Finney running that offense. Sterling, a young man, doing a lot of good things in the community, kind of like you. I think you must be one of his idols.
I don't know about that one, Coach.
Here we go.
Oh, my
Kirkwood in the
goodness.
slot. There's a big gain. Breaking tackles around the right side. Going down the sideline. And tippy-toeing out of bounds right there. Maurice Massey, touchdown. Kirkwood, you see him. He just tippy-toed right down there. He got his toes in there.
You're talking about athletics, folks.
Man.
I'm talking about athleticism. This is athleticism, buddy. I mean, he gets that ball, and he makes all kind of cuts, and then he puts it in low gear. He goes from 0 to 60 in no time and take that baby to the bank. That's big time, man. That is so big time athlete. That is a big time athlete, baby. Oh, my goodness.
21-14.
21-14, Kirkwood.
Watch this. Here you go. He gets it. Watch this cut here, folks. Whoop. Watch it. Whoop. Look at this. Whoop. Look at that. And now put it in low gear, big fella. Take that baby to the house. 6 point. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, let's go down to Angela.
I know you've been talking about Cam Yancey a bunch. Well, I have Latrell Yancey. That would be Cam's son. Now, I know you hold a record here at Webster. What is that record?
The 1,465 yards rushing, top in the area. I'm sorry, top in the school since it's over 100 years of existence. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's pretty awesome. So did you help teach Cam here how to play football?
You know what? He's been around it his whole life. You know what I mean? We're a family full of athletes. Ever since he was probably the age of 4, coming out to practice with me. Even when I was at Lindenwood University, he got the opportunity to come out with me at about the age of 3. So yeah, he's been around it for a while.
Now I know that earlier you mentioned you really hope Cam can maybe break your record, right?
Yeah, at some point, absolutely. You want that for your kid. You want him to go out here, and as a dad, you want to see him do better than you. Absolutely.
Now, we talked about it. You throw the records out the window for this. Webster has kept Kirkwood pretty even. Is this what you expected?
No, I actually wasn't, but I'm glad to see some fight in them. They got one more game to finish off the season. They want to finish strong. We're trying something different that we haven't done all year long, so I think it's a good strategic plan. We stick to it, stay disciplined, stay confident, and I think we can make this a closer game than what people think.
I love it. Thank you so much, Latrell. Back to you, DJ and Todd.
All right, thanks a lot, Angela. So Yancey's got a pretty good dad.
Hold on, time out. His grandfather, his dad. Now his dad, Latrell Yancey's dad, is named Eddie Yancey. Eddie Yancey played high school football with me at McKinley.
No.
And was a star player.
No
yes,
kidding.
and went to Illinois State University.
Well, what happened here? Looks like Kirkwood comes up with the ball. They're blowing the whistle.
Well, I don't know. Did they? Oh, wow.
And they're doing. It looks like a touchdown.
Wow.
Looks like a fumble.
It seemed like everybody just stood still but the one guy. I mean, we didn't know if it was a fumble or not. Well, I can't wait to see this replay.
Yeah, I want to see this replay.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Wow. Well, here we go. Let's see what happened here. Wow. Let me see. Okay, the ball did come out. I don't know where the ball came from. I have no idea.
It came out in Stefan Cameron.
No idea.
Cameron
What
with
just
the
happened?
fumble return for a touchdown, and now Kirkwood, they're coming back to avenge the loss against Joplin in the playoffs, and they're kind of heated it up. I would like to see, and I think we're going to see, DJ, we're going to see a lot of kids, some underclassmen playing in this game. It's a great opportunity for some sophomores and juniors to get some looks and see what they have moving forward.
Oh, yeah, and coaches, I mean, you really have nothing to lose at this point. I mean, yeah, you want that Frisco Bell that they fight for every year to take back to the respective schools. However, it's an opportunity to look at some of your young players and evaluate them in a very, a crowded, hostile environment, and some environments that you never would get again, and just see how they perform and just see what happens.
So, DJ, 2 touchdowns by Kirkwood in 10 seconds.
Yes. Man.
Massey's touchdown was at 7:23, and the fumble return on the first play from scrimmage goes in at 7:13. So 10 seconds ago, we were tied up.
Right. And that just shows you how explosive Kirkwood offense is. Kirkwood has the ability to score at any time, offensively, defensively, and special teams.
And Barry boots another one down. This one goes into the end zone for the touchback right there. Looking at it is Tanner Lean.
And let me get back. I was telling you about Latrell Yancey.
Yeah, that's a neat story.
His father was my teammate at McKinley High School, and his father is a professor at Memphis State University.
No kidding.
And
so
he comes in, we call him Eddie Yancey, and you talking about a hell of an athlete? This guy was a heck of an athlete, could do it all. He was a quarterback, he played receiver, everything. I mean, just like his grandson.
All right, first down, Webster Groves. Webster Groves going left to right in this drive. The run goes straight up the middle. What Webster Groves wants right now is they want a long possession. They want to run some time and get in the end zone to trim this thing up.
You're 100% right, Ty, because they need to keep Kirkwood off the field. How do you do that? By maintaining possession of the ball and be methodical and taking time off the clock.
We'd like to thank you for watching today's big rivalry between Kirkwood and Webster. This is a football tradition like no other. A tradition we've had here at the law office of Susan L. Ward for 26 years. 26 years of great family law service, providing all sorts of opportunities, questions. You can establish representation, just simply consultation on your family law. Family law, estate planning, and traffic and criminal matters. Give Susan Ward a call at 314-783-9400 or visit www.stlfamilylaw.com. And folks, enjoy your time with your family today. Brought to you by Susan L. Ward, the law offices. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Kirkwood, an amazing recent turn of events, put them up on the board by 2 touchdowns, and we're all knotted up just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, we were just talking about, oh, man, this is a competitive game. Next thing you know, Kirkwood flipped the switch quick, man, and hey, but you know what? They can score anyway. They can score offensively, defensively. The only thing they have not done now is scored on special teams. That would give them the trifecta because this team is very good and very athletic. And you're right. When you lose a playoff game, man, you're angry about it, and you want to take it out on anyone. And the beauty of this, Kirkwood, normally teams don't have no one to take it out on until the following year. Kirkwood has the ability to take the anger and frustration out this week against Webster Groves.
Great point, DJ. And Connors throws it around the left side a little bit too tall for the receiver there. And that'll bring up second down for the Statesman.
Yeah, I like the play call. You just kind of make that play. I mean, and although the ball was thrown over top, you know, you sometimes, you know, watch this. I like it. He had pressure on him. That was the one made him throw the ball, but you got to make that catch.
Yeah.
I mean, you touch that with 2 hands, big fella, you got to bring it in. Anytime you touch with 2 hands, the old coach used to tell me, you got to catch it.
Second and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Connors in the backfield. Kind of a wildcat situation. Connors takes it himself, pushes forward, and a first down and more. He doesn't want to go down.
I give Webster Groves a lot of credit, Todd. I mean, they're not quitting. They probably in their mind know that they're probably outmanned. Probably know that there's a bigger team. But look at this. This is what you call effort, folks. Watch this. He gets hit right here. Watch this. Bam. And he breaks a bam. Bam. Look at that. Bam. And look at him. And he's still running downfield. Man, that is a great run.
Webster goes again right up the middle. Connors again. You know, they're what's working for him today.
But what's impressive is this. He gets the ball, and he is slamming it up in there. He's not, you know, what they say, messing around with the ball and trying to find a hole. He is saying, okay, I'm trusting my offensive line, going to give me a running lane. I'm going to go through it. You got to give that offensive line for Webster Groves a lot of credit. and the confidence in the backs who's saying, I'm having confidence in my offensive line going to give me the ability to get upfield.
2nd down and 6 for Webster Groves. A little movement right there. And folks, if you're looking for the perfect gift, you can't go wrong with a hat from Sparkle Sports. Our licensed hats are embellished with genuine Swarovski crystals. They place each crystal by hand, giving each hat the attention it needs. They're so confident in the quality of the work that's guaranteed for each product for the life of the hat. So visit Etsy shop on Instagram and Facebook at Sparkle Sports. Our hats are sold locally at Juju Bees, Clutch, and Tlin's Boutiques. Show your team spirit and style with Sparkle Sports.
Oh, you know what? I'd like to get one of them hats.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
Swarovski
Sparkle
crystals.
Sports.
Swarovskis, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that sounds Sparkle Sports. That's kind of cool.
Here's Connors on the left side pushing forward. He's getting the load of the work here in the second quarter after Yancey had the big workload in the first quarter.
Well, and what I'm just appreciating how they playing, man. How they playing smash mouth football, and they playing within what they have. And you got to give Cliff Ice credit to know that the only thing we can do is pretty much smash mouth, and we're going to do it, and they are being successful at it. Tells you a lot about his team and his character of his team.
28-14, Kirkwood. Webster with the ball, and Connors drops it.
Snap gets away, Jaquan Connors.
And he loses a couple of yards right there, DJ.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have – this is going to be the first punt, I believe, of the game.
We'll see if they intend to punt.
I'm assuming they should if I'm them. And then what happens there, when you're trying to make a play, watch he take his eyes off of it. So he takes his eyes off of it because he's looking downfield and looking to see, to pursue what's coming at him so he can make his decision. But you got to get the ball first before you can do that.
All right, the wind's whipping up here a little bit today.
It's cranking up now, buddy.
We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And there's a referee's timeout, so at Kirkwood Fence, our main focus is your experience. We pride ourselves on service and professionalism. Kirkwood Fence offers a variety of materials, including wood, vinyl, steel, aluminum, and chain link to residential and commercial customers. Ask about Kirkwood Fence's temporary fencing solutions for construction sites and events. Whether keeping children and pets safe or adding privacy to your yard, Kirkwood Fence understands that their work is addressing an important need for you, which is why you don't want to take your decision to work with anyone else. Call Kirkwood Fence today at 314-966-3333 or visit kirkwoodfence.com. Let's go down to Angela.
As you guys know, we're streaming live on KSTK.com, and everybody is typing in with their Go Webster or Go Kirkwood. You know, Webster does lead this series 53-45-5. There was 8 games where they weren't played, and Webster has won 5 games in a row 3 times. Kirkwood only just last year selected that. And you know, there is a friendship dance. Kirkwood and Webster, they don't have a homecoming. They have a friendship dance held at the other school. So this year it was held at Kirkwood since the game's at Webster. And they now hold that dance before, because they were holding that dance after the game and only the winning team was showing up. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Angela. Belleville did something similar this year. They had a dance where it was Belleville East and Belleville West. They shared it, and they shared the field and the dance. So that seems to be trending.
Yeah, that's kind of cool to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? And it shows a lot of spirit. It shows togetherness.
Camaraderie.
And I like that. I like teams that can have a rivalry but be friendly and respectful.
You know, in the NFL, DJ, when you're out there, you know, John with some of those wide receivers, you guys ever you John during the game, but do you ever get together maybe for a cold one afterwards?
I don't think so, big
No?
No.
So you're more of the Bob Gibson type.
I don't
right?
think so.
If they're not on your team.
No.
Well, now these guys are sharing their jerseys at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Things
But
like
see,
that.
if you play with one another and you have a relationship, like from college or some other past experience, then, yeah, you would do that. But normally you won't.
All right, so you keep that the edge that way.
Yes.
All right, Cooper Wise pitches it out here to the near side, a couple of yards for Kirkwood.
Martez Jones
on the carry.
Yeah, that's a nice run by Jones.
And he tries to get around the corner.
I don't know if they called something on him. I knew his helmet came off.
His helmet came off.
Yeah,
the clock is stopped at 2:34.
Yeah, so that means you have to come out of the game and your helmet come off.
6-yard run.
So a 6-yard run.
Second and 4.
And Jones off the field for at least a play. Second down and 4. Cooper Wise. The quarterback, he looks over to the sideline for instructions. Two wide receivers split to both sides. Wise fakes it, goes over the middle. Got a man in stride at the 45. Up to the 50. Here he goes. Down to the 30. 25. And down towards the end zone.
Like he got in, big fella.
And he got in for the touchdown. How about that? Brock Sandbolte.
Oh, my goodness. That's all I can say is explosive. That was big time. They throwing almost like these screens in and telling the athletes, we're better athletes than your defensive backs, our receivers. You're going to have to stop us. We don't think you can stop our players. And guess what? They have not been able to stop them, big fella. They are taking that baby to the house and then the bank and cashing it in on a little slip screen. And it's almost like a slip screen, but what it is, it's like a bubble screen. You're throwing it to the receiver. And the receiver making plays.
All right, Barry set for the PAT. Down, back up. 35-14. Kirkwood, how about that?
Now they're coming out. Look at this. They're coming out in two wide receivers, and then look at this, throwing it right there in the little seam route. And look at this. He makes a cut here, and wow, his blocker. He said, "Okay, come on." Macklin said, "Come on, big fella. I got you. I'm going to take you to the bank, and we're going to catch it in together." Big time play. Oh, that's beautiful. That's very athletic right there.
Yeah, what a great camera shot right there. Unbelievable.
Camera guys, great work. That was beautiful, folks. That's another Picasso. That was beautiful.
That was Sandbolte's second touchdown receiving on the season, as he's pushing towards 400 yards now on the season. So it's good to see some of these, secondary guys making big plays in a big game like this.
Oh, no question about it. And making plays. That was very athletic for him to be able to stretch out 2 yards from the end zone and get it over the pipeline. That was big time. That was a great play.
It's almost like, what happened?
Oh, no question. Yeah. I mean, it was really, really competitive at first. I guess emotions are out of the way.
Ooh. Return by number 12, Kevin Jones.
So Jones with the ball brings it up. Webster Groves, they're going to have
26-yard line.
Possession of the 26-yard line with 1:56 to go in the half.
Well, if you're Webster Groves, you're Cliff Ice, what I'm thinking, I need to do everything I possibly can to get out of this first half without any more damage. So I'm going to try to run the ball and just get the clock down and try to get out of here and hopefully regroup and come out and compete in the second half.
After Yancey's tremendous first quarter, he hasn't seen a lot of touches since.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting how they go away from giving him the ball when he was dominating in the first half.
Well, Connors is doing a pretty good job, too. Here's Connors again. I think maybe he's been sitting since that interception.
Or maybe Yancey is just tired.
Well, here he comes. Here he comes back into the game.
It didn't make sense for him not to be in there because he was your most productive running back in that first half.
It's like Connors is a little banged up.
And if you Kirkwood, whatever timeouts you have left, you just run those timeouts as much as you can.
So we'd like to thank Bommarito and McDonald's Automotive Group. Bommarito, proud sponsor. I'd like to thank Woodard since 1946. Of course, Farmers Insurance, always on board. The Prep Zone Game of the Week. And Aflac. Always enjoy Aflac. Kirkwood Fence, established in 1979. And Priya Sony Realtor. Give her a call, 309-310 Sparkle Sports. We talked about them earlier. Fast Signs. SIU Edwardsville, the Cougars. That's a pretty good sponsor right there. Burkhart's Woodworks. And back to the action. Here's a run around the right side. Looks like Yancey. Look at that. We asked for him. We put him in the game, and there he goes down the sideline. Yancey down in the end zone. Touchdown. Where's he been?
Yes, sir. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, big fella. Get the ball to Yancey.
Get out of the way.
Give him to Yancey.
Get out of the way.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to give him the ball and let him play. This young man that's come to play today, folks, I mean, he's bringing it all. He is a one-man show for the Webster Groves team. He made a heck of a run, bounced that baby outside, and put it in low gear, took it to the bank, cashed it in for 7.
We're like prophets, DJ. You know, we asked, where's Yancey been?
No doubt
You know,
about it.
after we have the first quarter,
it was
what
weird.
happened to him?
Right. It was weird. He was running and doing everything. Oh, my goodness. Give him the ball.
That's it. Get out of the way.
That's right.
All right, now set for the PAT. Well, that kind of brings the crowd back into the game, too.
No question about it.
Kicks up to Nash. And Nash pushes. No, he gets it through. That makes it 35-21. Let's take a look at the replay.
Now watch Cam Yancey, folks. He gets the ball. He bounced that baby. And look at the cut. Makes an excellent cut. Now he's showing some speed, the young fella. And they got angles on him. It just showing you what kind of speed he has. And he takes that baby to the bank. Cash it in, young fella. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Hey, Cam Yancey, you're a big-time player.
He sure is. Wow. The bloodlines in that family.
Oh, my goodness, the athletes. Oh, my goodness. He is putting on a show.
And, folks, we'd like to thank Burkhart's Woodworks. Give them a call, 314-771-7727. Over 3,000 patterns and inventory. Molding. Alternatives to save your time and money. Burkhart's Woodworks. Supporting St. Louis historic renovation for over 30 years. Come see Marvin, Dave, and the knowledgeable stack at Burkhart's Woodworks. 314-771-7727. 1:39 to go in the half. An exciting half. 56 points in the first half.
Wow, this is a big-time game.
Here's a short kick. And Kirkwood goes down. That was Maurice Massey. And looks like Webster Groves got a little fire in him right now.
No question about it. I mean, that was a nice tackle coming down the field. And you know what happens here? When you score a touchdown, it gives you all kind of energy. Look at Cam Yancey, man. I thought we was going to see that again. But I'm going to tell you something, man. When you look at the team, when you score a touchdown, when you make something positive happen, boy, it gives you so much more energy.
First down, 10 yards to go for Kirkwood. Slowing things down here. Cooper Wise pitches out to the far side. And zipping down the sidelines and out of bounds for a first down.
I'm telling you one thing I'm impressed with here. I'm impressed with the speed. I am so impressed with the speed. Cole Johnson, man, these young guys are putting that baby in low gear and getting down the field in 0 to no time. Man, a lot of speed on this field.
Yeah, Cole Johnson with 3 touchdowns on the season. And a penalty on the play.
Yeah, the defense jumped offside and pushed the guy down.
And he's coming off the field right here. Offsides right there. Big number 76. Just a Tarek Pruitt. He's a senior.
Hey, man, that's a lot of scoring that's happening in less than a minute. In a minute to go in this first half.
And look at these offensive linemen to Kirkwood, like Costello, just blowing open holes. There's a nice little pass completion to the far side.
Wow. I'm just telling you, I'm just amazed so many points are being scored. So many points are being scored.
Both sides of the ball.
Right. And then it's doing and so fast. You know, I mean, they're scoring rapidly.
There's some athletes out here. That last pass was to Macklin.
Oh, my goodness.
Talk about genetics and family. We
Yes.
all know about him and his family. Cooper Wise. He throws it to Massey. Massey goes down immediately.
Oh, fumble. Boy, that's a great strip by Webster Groves. I don't know if they got it, but that was a great strip. Man,
They're thinking they got it. Oh, there's a penalty flag. Maybe a little bit too much celebration. Maybe some John there, DJ. Oh, another one.
That's probably
this could be offsetting now.
Should be offsetting then.
So we have multiple flags down on the play.
So 1:06 to go here, 35-21. Kirkwood leads the Turkey Day game over Webster Groves. Big crowd out here at Webster Groves, Moss Field, right off of Highway 44. Personal foul against Webster. Unsportsmanlike against Kirkwood. So those offset, DJ. But coming down Highway 44, it's kind of neat. You know, first you go by the Kirkwood Historic District, next exit. Then the next exit is Webster Groves Historic District. They're right next to each other.
That's kind of cool.
Friendly neighbors.
And that's why they compete. That's why this rivalry has been for 100 years. I mean, they want to win. Bragging rights. They see one another at the stores.
Frisco Bell. Cooper Wise rolls to the right side. Throws one down, airs it out up high, a little bit too tall. Fourth down, Kirkwood. 53 seconds left in the first half.
You know, if I'm Kirkwood, I'm going to throw this baby in the end zone.
That was intended for number 11, Brock.
And the reason being because Webster, like a flag, I think they're going to decline this one. But let me tell you why I'll do this. I'm throwing it. He almost got it. But I'm throwing it to the end zone because you got receivers that's athletic and they can go up and get it. They can climb the ladder and go get it at its highest point. So I'm going to let my athletes be athletes and throw it. You got two unbelievable receivers. And I'm going to throw it to them, and I'm going to let them go and get it.
Downfield, that penalty against Kirkwood.
So illegal man downfield against Kirkwood.
But I don't know why you don't decline that one. It'd have been fourth down.
Now they had to kick, and now you're going to give it to him again.
Yeah, you're going to be third down.
That's interesting because it's a punting situation.
Exactly, and they may have gone forward on fourth down anyway. But that's okay because now if I'm Kirkwood, I have two chances to throw that baby to the end zone. I'm going down to the end zone, or I'm going to come right back with the bubble screen and let my athletes, be athletes and make a play.
All right, third down. Cooper Wise goes long down the sideline to Massey. Great coverage by Yancey right there. He was all over him.
That
great coverage.
Was great coverage. I mean, Yancey did a great job in putting his body against Massey and forcing him to get to the boundary. That was an excellent defensive play by Yancey.
Yeah, and Dwayne Kirksey right there as well. So they had him double covered right there. And with 48 seconds left, there's a timeout on the field. We'll step away.
I tell you what, that's good.
For more than a century, the St. Louis Kansas City Carpenters Regional Council has shaped St. Louis. Through trusted alliances, we deliver skilled professional craftspeople, while our business partners provide the kind of quality jobs that keep our economy humming. It's a blueprint that has worked since 1882. A career in union carpentry means great pay, exceptional benefits, and professional skills training unmatched in the industry. We are 22,000 members strong, and we work for St. Louis. Visit carpdc.org.
And welcome back to Moss Field. Along with Demetrius Johnson, DJ, and Angela Sharp, I'm Todd Blackstock. We got our whole crew here. The Bommarito Prep Zone High School Football Game of the Week. A happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And I think we're going to be doing a lot of turkey today. And some people will be doing McDonald's. because they're loving it. With 48 seconds left here, 35-21 is the score. Kirkwood with the lead and the ball. Fourth down. It looks like they've made a change at quarterback. And it doesn't matter because Cooper Wise with the catch. The quarterback, Cooper Wise, checks in as a wide receiver. And Cannon Nesledge, just a sophomore, is inserted as a quarterback. How about that?
Man, that was a nice throw, too, by the sophomore. I mean, he threw that baby on a rope.
It's the future.
Oh, my goodness. That was a tight rope he threw that one on.
First and 10.
All right, so they're going to keep him in the game. Nesledge. And he stands back about the 25-yard line. Cannon rolls to the right. He's got a cannon. He completes the pass and pushed out of bounds, and backwards is Jarius Macklin. So just next man up for Kirkwood.
No question about it. Well, I'm impressed with this quarterback. This young kid can throw the ball, man, and he throws it with a lot of confidence, and he throws it with a lot of authority. Man, I like this.
He can spin it. Former Kirkwood great Mike McNeil went to Nebraska. Should have went to Mizzou, but he went to Nebraska, played for the Rams, played a little with Carolina. And right now we're going to take a look. It's 35-21, and there's a nice shot right there, a close-up there. We had one. 35-21. But Cannon Nesledge, he's got a couple of touchdowns on the year. Let's take a look at some of our sponsors. Fit for Life Sports and Rehabilitation, A&G Auto Spa, Elite Football Academy, St. Louis. I thank McDonald's. I'm loving it. U.S. Army for their continued support. Papa John's and the St. Louis, Kansas City Carpenters Regional Council and the Bommarito Automotive Group. Prep Zone. Bommarito all over the place. Bommarito recently put in some an area in the Enterprise Center. It used to be seats, now they're big lounges. They've got the Bommarito Lounge now when you go to Blues games. Cooper Wise, the quarterback, catches another one. I guess Coach Shelton is bringing some of the other underclassmen in, but they're leaving Cooper in to catch some passes.
Yeah, wow, that's very interesting. But, I mean, when you got a team full of athletes, that's what you can do. I mean, you can interchange your players at any time.
From the 10.
First down is approaching 10 seconds. Here's a run up the middle. Down, pushing towards the end zone. Not there yet. That was Stephon Cameron.
Stephon Cameron.
And that's the first half, folks. Boy, an exciting first half. The score, Kirkwood 35, Webster Groves 21. We'll take a break on the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Game of the Week, presented by McDonald's on Turkey Day. All right, we're going to stay here. And down to Angela with head coach Cliff Ice.
Ladies and gentlemen, last night's Webster's Best Chili Fest, presented by the Webster Groves High School Parents Club, was a great success. A great time had by all, and we would like to extend a huge thank you to this year's Chili Fest sponsor, Advantis Group. Also, a big thank you to the following groups for participating in the amateur chili making competition. They are Advantis Realty, Radio 63119, the Webster Groves School District Board of Education, the Webster Groves High School Facts Class, the Webster High Class of 2019, the Class of 2020, the Class of 2021, and the Class of 2022.
All right, folks, with the score, Kirkwood 35, Webster Groves 21. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with some halftime highlights. The Papa John's halftime after these messages.
We'd also like to send a huge thank you to our professional chili participants. They were Highway 61 Roadhouse and Kitchen, Jay Green's Club, Llewellyn's Club, Robust, St. Louis Wing Company, Straub's, and Weber's Front Row. And this year's professional winner of the Webster Groves Chili Fest is Llewellyn's. Thanks again to all the participants as well as the companies and volunteers who made the event possible. And we can't thank them enough for their donations and time. And this morning we had a final taste-off between the winners of the Webster and Kirkwood Chili Fest. They were Llewellyns from Webster and Sim Bowl from Kirkwood. And the winner of the best chili in the area and the winner of this year's Frisco Bowl goes to Llewellyns from Webster Groves.
Hey, Matt!
And now performing for your halftime entertainment will be Webster Groves High School's newest performance group, the Statesman Stars. The Stars are coached by Taylor Whitaker. The Statesman Stars, everyone. Give them a nice round of applause. Webster's newest performance group.
Law offices of Susan L. Ward provide a full spectrum of family law services. We handle divorce and custody. We handle support matters. We handle all kinds of name changes, gender marker changes to everybody in the St. Louis community. It's important to let a client know when they first come in that we offer face-to-face services. We offer a full team of individuals to help the client when they have any kind of questions. So whether I'm available myself or one of the other lawyers is available, we always will be able to answer questions. It's also important to be very, very straightforward and honest with our clients, and we are not a law firm that will sell a bill of goods that we can't fulfill. I love what I do because it's day-to-day interface with people in the community. It is sometimes not as helpful in a real stressful situation, but I think that the way that we meet our clients' needs is being empathetic and being businesslike while we allow the sympathy and emotional support to come from their families. So we are much more hands-on and very communicative as a team for our clients. For the law offices of Susan L. Ward to support the game, it serves two purposes. One, it is important to me to be part of the community. It's important to be available to the community in all of Metro St. Louis. For this particular game, I love football. It's my desire to support this game. My sons play football, and not at this school, but it's important to support a tradition in St. Louis. We oftentimes forget traditions, and for our firm to be part of your family and to support families, that's why we wanted to sponsor this game. In order to find law offices of Susan L. Ward and contact us, you would either call us at 314-783-9400. You would look for us on our website at www.stlfamilylaw.com, or you could come to any of our 3 St. Louis offices. There's an office out in Warren County, there's our main office in Clayton, Missouri, and there's a 3rd office just about to open next month, is the plan, in West County.
Woodard has been around for almost 70 years now, a little over 70 years, and we're locally based and we're family owned. Our current president is Justin Woodard, and he's the 3rd generation, and we offer everything from in-home cleaning services, commercial cleaning services, restoration services, as well as construction. Woodard feels it's very important to support our community because this is our home. This is where we work, this is where we live, and the youth is our future, and so we really want to put our money that our customers spend with us back into our community so we can make sure that it keeps thriving and being a great area to live in. So we service the Webster Groves, Kirkwood area. We also go about 50 miles outside of Woodard, so anywhere in Illinois, right across the river, or even out to St. Charles. Yeah, if you're interested in schedule an in-home cleaning service, or if you need any of our emergency services, you can visit us online at woodard247.com, or you can also give us a call at 314-961-9102.
I did not know what we were truly getting into.
Nature, untouched, untapped beauty.
It's a very poor village. The floor was dirt.
Going to Costa Rica has made me a better nurse.
I could walk up and grab this plant and go home and make this treatment.
There's so much more work to be done. I wanted to serve. I wanted to help other people.
It was important for me to do something bigger than myself.
I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Do you have enough cash to protect you and your family in the event of an illness or injury? Do you have a safety net? This is major medical insurance. We all know that it's something our family shouldn't live without. If something unfortunate happens, it helps cover most of our medical expenses like our doctor's bills or prescriptions. But while you're focusing on getting better, who's helping with the other expenses in your life? The important things, the things your family needs and cares about. Aflac! Aflac helps pick up where major medical leaves off, and it helps cover the expenses that matter most. Aflac knows it's hard to go without cash, even for a short period of time. That's why it pays you cash quickly. You can use the cash to help with essential things like your mortgage, your groceries, or you can use it to help with unexpected costs like transportation to the doctor or childcare while you're trying to get well. Aflac offers a wide range of policies that fit most budgets. So if something like this happens, you can protect things like this and help provide your family with a safety net. Get Aflac in addition to your major medical and let them work together to help protect your family. Aflac.
Are you looking for a career and not just a job? Are you interested in finding out how the Army can help you to achieve your educational goals?
The Army offers more than 150 career choices, which can help you prepare for a lifetime of success, with education benefits that can help you pursue a degree of your choice.
The Army builds character, soldiers who take pride in their service and in making a difference for themselves, their families, and their nation.
For more information and to see if you qualify, call the Belleville Recruiting Center at 618-628-0992.
If your superpower is making pizza disappear, then you've got to try Papa John's new Italian Hero Pizza, featuring a creamy Italian sauce covered with epic portions of pepperoni, salami, Roma tomatoes, onions, banana peppers, and topped with 4 delicious cheeses. About the only thing it doesn't have: artificial flavors and colors. Get a large Italian Hero Pizza for just $10. Download the Papa John's app or order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Okay. And welcome back to Moss Field, home of Webster Groves Statesmen, as they're hosting the Kirkwood Pioneers in the 111th version of the Turkey Day game, the largest, longest running, biggest tradition west of the Mississippi River. Along with Demetrius Johnson and Angela Sharp, I'm Todd Blackstock. Glad to have you along, all of you out there on KSDK.com. We appreciate it. We're set for halftime to end right now, and I'd like to thank the Bomberino Automotive Group for the high school prep zone. I'd like to thank Fit for Life Sports and Rehabilitation, A&G Auto Spa, Elite Football Academy of St. Louis, and thank McDonald's, I'm loving it, the U.S. Army, Papa John's Pizza, St. Louis, Kansas City Carpenters Regional Council. And once again, this is the Bomberino Automotive Group High School Prep Zone Game of the Week, presented by McDonald's. Taking a lot of scoring in the first half. It's 35-21 Kirkwood right now. Webster kicked things off with a 25-yard touchdown run from Jerkon Connors. Nash with a PAT made it 7-0. But Cooper Wise comes right back to Jeremy Macklin on a 38-yard touchdown. PAT by Barry. Knotted things up at 7. Still in the first quarter with 18 seconds left, Noah Arns, a defensive specialist, comes in the game, gets a 60-yard touchdown from Connors, I believe. Nash with the PAT, 14-7 Webster. And then after that, Kirkwood really started putting it on. Martez Jones, 35-yard touchdown pass from Wise. PAT good, made it 14-14. Then Maurice Massey comes back in the second quarter with 7:23 to go. Maurice Massey, a 35-yard touchdown from Wise. PAT good, made it 21-14. 10 seconds later at 7:13, Cameron with a fumble return. PAT good, made it 28-14. Then Brock Sandbolte, a 63-yard touchdown from Cooper Wise. PAT good, made it 35-14. And Cameron Yancey for Webster with 1:39 to go in the first half. A 73-yard touchdown. PAT was good. And that's where we're at now, 35-21. And that's your Papa John's halftime report. So Angela Sharp is going to be checking back in with head coach Cliff Ice of Webster Groves in just a second. I see Coach Ice right now, and he's got ice in his bones. He is a cool cat. And let's send it down to Angela with Coach Ice.
Back up with Coach Ice. All right, you went in there at half. What did you tell the guys?
Well, we need to do more of the same, just cut the mistakes down. We had 4 or 5 critical mistakes, and we'll wait and see what they're going to adjust to defensively. But the biggest thing is going to be containing their offense. If we can't keep them scoring, we're not going to be able to keep up with them. Now,
you normally don't run that running game. You've been doing that again a little bit today. Why?
We've had a ton of injuries. Really, the one quarterback we could have that could run the spread got hurt, and we just really had struggled offensively all year, so we felt like we need to come up with something different for this game.
Now, the guys up there in the booth, they noticed Yancey was gone for a little bit, came back, took it all the way down. Was that strategic?
Well, you know, they're putting a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage. They don't have second layers, so when you get through the line of scrimmage, you make a cutback, there's nobody there, so that's kind of the adjustment we're looking to see if they make or not.
All right, I love it. Well, good luck to you, Coach. Hopefully you can come back this half.
Great, thank you.
All right, thanks, Angela. All right, we're set for second half action. DJ's back here in the booth with us. And Kirkwood kicks it off. Webster Groves with the ball. They bring it up past the 20-yard line and knocked out of bounds right there. And Webster Groves will start out. Kevin Jones on the return. And the tackle right there, Brock Sandbolte. Sandbolte all over the field here on 2018 Turkey Day. Well, welcome everybody and happy Thanksgiving again as we start the second half. DJ, a lot of points in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of points, and it started off very exciting, and you got to give Webster Groves credit being undermanned, and come in here and play at a competitive level with a very good Kirkwood team is really impressive. It just shows you how important this game is to these young men in this community. They're stepping their game up, and you said they had over 17 injuries of key players on this Webster Groves team.
That's a lot, 17.
That is unbelievable. And for them to be able to compete and still competing and playing and have to change the entire offensive concept of Cliff Ice to a running system, this is amazing. He's done an amazing job this year.
He sure has. And folks, looking for the perfect gift for the holidays, you can't go wrong with a hat from Sparkle Sports. Their licensed hats are embellished with genuine Swarovski crystals. They place each crystal by hand, giving each hat the attention it needs. They're so confident in the quality of the work that they're guaranteed for the life of the hat. Visit them at the Etsy shop on Instagram and on Facebook at Sparkle Sports. The hats are sold locally at Jujubee's, Clutch, and Tlin Boutiques. Show your team's spirit and style with Sparkle Sports. Back to the action. Looks like Connors pushes up. Nice, about a 5-yard gain, and we're going to send it down to Angela.
All right, you guys, I have Mike Wise down here, and this is what I love about the Webster-Kirkwood community. You played for Kirkwood.
I did.
When?
In '89.
And you're here supporting whom?
My son, the quarterback, Cooper Wise.
All right, so you were a quarterback 30 years ago. Your son is now a quarterback for Kirkwood. Can you kind of put that experience into words watching him play for your alma mater?
I'm just glad he's got the experience, to say the least. I mean, he's a part of the Kirkwood community, and it's just a big thing between Kirkwood and Webster, and him being able to be the quarterback in this game is just it's pretty big. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, what do you think about this rivalry, this Webster-Kirkwood rivalry, for people on the outside who don't know about it?
It's great. I mean, you grow up with the kids that you're playing against, and we've had friends for years and years and years, and we've played each other's houses, and our parents are good friends, but when it comes to this week and this day, we're enemies for about 24 hours, so it's fun.
And you think Kirkwood's going to keep this lead?
Oh, it's no doubt about that. There's no doubt.
Back to you, Todd and DJ.
Thanks a lot, Angela. So Cooper Wise's dad, a lot of alumni, a lot of families.
Awesome. Isn't that awesome?
They keep breeding.
And he was a quarterback too.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty good. That's really good.
That was really cool. Jerkon Connors with a nice run there. And that's a first down. And Kirkwood's defense comes up nice and tight on that play.
And this is very important for Webster Groves to maintain the integrity of this ball, man, and get down and make a play. If they can score now, man, this thing could change, drastically. Because, they shorthanded, they short-manned, and they still hanging in there and playing very aggressive. That's what I like about this Webster Groves team.
Yeah, and they make no excuses. This is what our hand, and you've got to play the hand you're dealt. And there's a nice little run up the middle there. Body slam down there. These guys.
Wow. Hey, not only body slam, but you got to give Webster Groves credit because they're lining up. They're not been doing nothing fancy. They're not being a trickery or anything like that. They're saying, okay, we're going to run the ball, stop us. Oh, man. And that takes a lot to do. That takes a lot of guts and a lot of hard work, particularly the offensive linemen up front.
We've got Yancey and Connors in the ball game right now. 3rd down and 7 for Webster Groves. They shift to the left side. Connors is the lone setback. Connors rolls left, and they get him in the backfield.
Wow,
nice defensive play there on Kirkwood, William Lee.
Man, that was big time. That was a big-time defensive play by Lee. He's submarine under and snatched the feet from under the running back Connors and make a play.
It seems like if you would have got past that tackle, you might have had a little running room.
Yeah, exactly. But, boy, I tell you, that was a heck of a play by Lee.
8:50 to go here in the third quarter. 4th down and 7. Webster Groves with a kick. Pretty good kick over here. Wobbly. Kind of stops in its tracks. It's downed immediately by Webster Groves. Kevin Jones, and Kirkwood will start out 1st and 10 with 8:35 to go in the third.
Yeah, and then this is, okay, my asterisk play once again. This to me is going to call this game. If Kirkwood scores, Webster Groves would never recover from this one. So they got to stand stout right here and make a play and get the ball back. But Kirkwood, if I'm Kirkwood, I'm going for the juggler. I'm going to throw deep right off if I was them.
All right, 1st down, 10 yards to go. Looks like Cooper Wise is in right now as the quarterback. He played a little wide receiver there in the second quarter, and there's a whistle on the play. Let's go down to Angela.
You guys are going to love this. This is Matt Irving. He is the principal here at Webster Groves High School. His son is playing over there for Kirkwood, and you used to coach Kirkwood?
That's correct. Yeah, I was head coach there from 2010 to 2015.
Okay, so you have to have a very unique experience. You've experienced both schools. What do you think about this awesome rivalry?
Well, it's very unique, and I think having seen from both sides, I think it's something that brings both communities together and some really great high school educationally based processes that lots of kids can connect to. It's a lot of fun.
From the people outside of the Webster-Kirkwood community, can you kind of put into words what all of this means?
Well, if you think about what's pure good high school fun, I mean that's really what it is. Lots of several pep rallies, recognizing lots of kids who've done some really great things around our campus and around theirs as well. So it's a lot of fun.
We love that, and I'm going to put you on the spot right here. Principal of Webster, son's playing for Kirkwood. Who do you want to win today?
I'll be very pleased if everyone plays well and Webster wins. I'll say that.
That was diplomatic. Back to you, Todd and DJ.
All right, thanks a lot, Angela. Angela Sharp.
Oh, man, she put him on a spot.
I heard Kelly Chase told her last night at Guns N' Hoses that the Blues games are just not quite the same without Angela in the house.
I'm telling you, Angela's the girl, man. I mean, I love working with her, man. I mean, she knows her stuff, man. She's awesome, man. I love working with Angela.
She's the in-game broadcaster for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh, she's big time. She is big time. She's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Yeah, she's doing some work with
the big-time game. Right.
Yeah, we got a former NFL player. We got
she's huge.
Big-time sideline reporter.
Big celebrity, man.
I'm telling you. All right, Kirkwood up the middle. We'll see if we see any fresh faces, if Coach Shelton wants to get some of the underclassmen involved in this game. It's still a game, 14 points.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for about a 3-minute stretch there, this could be tied or a one-score game.
No question about it. So, I mean, you don't put a lot of your freshmen in yet. You let the game, get a little farther out, then you do that.
Nice camera shot there. Look at the beef. Quentin Costello, number 68 there, just mowing open holes today. And here's a little completion over here to Maurice Massey. And we're at the 7:05 mark of the third quarter.
So when you ask the question, where's the beef? Well, the beef is on that offensive line, big dog. That's where the beef is.
Cooper Wise fakes it, throws, got a man wide open in stride. There he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Brock Sandbolte from Cooper Wise.
Oh, my goodness, a flag down.
The call is touchdown.
It's a flag.
Penalty flags down back at the line of scrimmage.
We'll see if they bring this one back. That was a beautiful play, DJ. You saw it develop.
Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot get Cooper Wise that kind of time. You just can't.
Once again, that offensive line is doing a tremendous job for Kirkwood.
Yeah. And if we see that again, watch the time. You cannot give Cooper Wise this kind of time. That was a beautiful thrown pass. I mean, he caught that baby in stride, and that's what you want.
Yeah, and Sandbolte zipped right on past Connors on that play. Yeah, Yancey. Connors the free safety.
The penalty backs them up to the
a short bench. You got a lot of these guys going both ways. Let's see if fatigue comes into play here in the second half.
Second down.
Cooper Wise. The quarterback stands back in the shotgun formation. This time he hands it off. Pushing forward that line once again. Martez Jones.
Well, that is a huge offense. Look at that. Look at the big dogs up front. Look at these big dogs with Kirkwood. Oh, my goodness.
You know, as the game goes on,
you sure those not college players, man?
I tell you, they're going to be college players
They
someday.
are huge.
3rd and 4.
Cooper Wise. He's got Sandbolte again. Inside the 20. Cuts to the left side. Can he do it?
Yes,
He's
sir.
in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, touchdown, and I don't see a flag.
Sir.
Touchdown, but there is a penalty.
Woo! There is, I don't see it, but there is a flag.
There's a flag somewhere. Illegal man downfield.
Ho-ho! Sandbolte. Twice. Say once bitten, twice shy, twice bitten. 2 in a row off the board. Sandbolte. Oh, man.
Let me tell you what Sandbolte is going to do. He's going to say, hey, man, quit it. He's just going to look at his guys and say, quit it. Watch this. Look at the time here. Great throw. Great play action pass. Sandbolte do a cut. Whoa, look at that cut right there. And take that baby to the bank. But it is, guess what? It was no deposit.
It looked good, though.
It was no deposit in the bank,
always
baby.
remember that memory, though, of crossing the line.
But it was no deposit. The bank was closed.
3rd down.
That's one of those, come on, man.
You're right, come on, guys. That's twice. Well, at least I have on my highlight twice. But let it count.
Let's see if they go back to him again. Cooper Wise, low snap, rolls the right side, guns one, and it's Sandbolte again.
Wow.
Pass is complete.
Hey, you know what? I think Cooper Wise is saying.
Sorry, dude.
I think Cooper Wise is saying, hey, man, look here. I know we're messing up holding or whatever we're doing. I got you. I'm going to make sure we make up for it.
That's pretty cool of Cooper Wise.
Cooper Wise got a nice arm, too, man.
He can air it out.
Converts the 1st down.
35-21, 6:10 to go in the 3rd. Kirkwood with the ball and moving. Cooper Wise, there's one down towards the end zone. Oh!
Man, that was
incomplete. Yancey on the coverage, and that ball right there was intended for Macklin.
And that is Cam Yancey on the coverage.
Boy, that was a good coverage by Cam Yancey because Macklin got some wheels, and he was able to run with him, man, and I'm thinking that's going to be 6. Nice touch on the ball, too, by Wise.
6:04 to go in the 3rd. 2nd down and 10 for Kirkwood. Got Macklin to the far side. Got Massey and Sandbolte here on the near side. Martez Jones in the backfield with Cooper Wise. Wise looks left. He goes to the end zone. He's got his man.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown,
Yes, sir.
Kirkwood.
Yes, sir.
How about that, Maurice Massey?
Yes,
with
sir.
a 25-yard touchdown at 5:56 of the 3rd.
You cannot continue to give them that kind of time because guess what? They got some big-time receivers, man. Those receivers going to make plays. That was a beautiful thrown pass, but I just like how these receivers are able to separate and make a play. They're so big time.
Number 45, Caleb Berry.
Berry in for the PAT. Snap back, and it's blocked. So good pressure by Webster-Groves defense there, and the PAT, that's the first PAT that was not good today. Take a look at the replay, DJ.
Yeah, watch this here. Watch the throw all the time in the world, and look at it. This is just beautiful. Man, that's high. That's a perfectly thrown pass. The only person can get that ball was the receiver, Massey, and he got it, and he's got some beautiful hands, man. I mean, his hands like glue.
Soft.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, those like glue hands, baby.
And the wind whipping up again here in the 3rd quarter. 5:56 to go. Kirkwood like a machine. Very smooth.
They have so much talent offensively. The receivers' positions are really just loaded for Kirkwood. He got a nice quarterback, Wise, who's able to just throw the ball. He know he can zip it in there or he can throw it with a lot of finesse. I like his ability to play quarterback.
And how about the size of Kirkwood? They've got some big boys.
I'm looking at the kickoff team. Look at number 15 right there.
Yeah.
Look at how big he is on the kickoff team. Man.
Arville Ferguson Jr.
Woo.
So Barry's set to kick. Got Yancey stands deep, back with Connors. Here comes Barry with the run-up and the kick. It's a short kick to the left side. It's picked up by an up man. And Webster Groves bringing it up. I believe that was Kevin Jones on the return.
Folks, I want to remind you that our Spirit Wear table over by the main entrance will be.
So now Webster Groves will take over first down and 10. Yancey's in the ball game.
So please visit our Spirit Wear table for all of your Webster Wear needs. They will be closing up here in about 6
So Webster Groves, they want to get an immediate score. They're down 3 touchdowns. But they haven't really thrown the ball at all today.
Yeah, I mean, because, they short of position. A lot of their players have been injured. And for them to be able to compete at this time and still at this level means a lot.
Here's Yancey up the middle. He's brought down by a wall of Pioneers. See in on that tackle, number Kane Edelman.
Up the middle, gain of about 2 yards.
So a short gain. We'll say 3 yards. We'll go second down and 7. The clock continues to roll at 5:25 of the third quarter. It's cooling off a little bit with this breeze. Here's a straight run up the gut again. Nothing fancy today.
No, they're not. I mean, they're not able to, to put in that spread offense. Because Cliff Ice, like I said earlier in our conversation, is that Cliff Ice, he likes to spread the ball and throw the ball downfield. However, with all the injuries he's had this year, he had to adjust his game, and they just playing smash mouth football and playing very physical and running, and you know what they're going to run. And he just said, stop me.
Yancey back about the 28-yard line. That was a Wildcat. Oh,
man.
God.
Wow.
I could hear that from up here. A couple of them in there on that one.
Well, Yancey, get the license plate.
Cam Yancey.
Cam Yancey's like, who hit me? Wow. That's big time. That's great defense by Kirkwood.
Yeah, William Lee in on that tackle. Now we're in a 4th down situation. And a quick kick by Yancey. It's caught back at the 40-yard line. Kirkwood with the ball. Is that Massey spinning down the sideline?
He's gone. He's gone.
There he goes.
He's gone.
Maurice Massey.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
and
yes, sir.
You got your special teams touchdown.
Oh,
it looks like.
Did he step out?
I don't see the touchdown signal. You almost got your touchdown there on the special teams. But he is awful close.
Man, he's a big time
player. He must have just stepped out.
About the 3.
So he stepped out of the 3. The angle we're at, it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
The pylon.
Hey, but Maurice Massey is a big-time player, man. This is a kid who's going to do some big things in college. I mean, he stayed focused, continue to work hard, continue on his speed and his hands. This kid, I mean, his upside is just, man, as high as he want to take it. That's what kind of athlete he is, what kind of ball player. He's going to be one of the big-time ball players to ever come out of St. Louis. And falling in that era of the Jeremy Macklins and some of the other great players.
Alvin Miller was a heck of a player.
Who was one of the all-time greats of coming out of St. Louis with Alvin Miller. I mean, they have had a history of putting out great receivers at Kirkwood.
Yeah, Maurice Massey with some serious statistics on the year.
Man, he's got 12 touchdowns.
Coming into the game, and over 900 yards. So he's probably around the 1,000-yard mark.
Yeah, today.
And that's a touchdown for Kirkwood right there.
Now it seems like this game is getting kind of out of control here.
After the PAT, we'll take a look at the extra point there. As the wind is whipping up here. We're next to the press box outside.
I give you credit, man. You're doing a good job with all these papers all over the place.
I tell you what, I'm trying to do my best juggling act.
You're doing a great job.
Barry in for the PAT. Snap back, ball down, kick up. He's got a good leg.
He really does have a great leg.
And that's 47-21. Kirkwood, and let's take a look at the replay, DJ.
And watch Massey. Look at his ability to escape the tacklers. And then he shows how he bowled that and then able to take up the speed. Got great speed. I'm thinking he's taking that baby to the house. You got to give a defender credit. Came back. Number 15, he should have just turned around and found the nearest guy and blocked him. Massey walks in the end zone.
Yeah, maybe we can get a replay after the kickoff of the touchdown. There's a big crowd out here. Some of the Webster faithful are starting to slip out of here, a couple at a time, and then pull those turkeys out of the oven.
They're ready to get some turkeys.
Nobody seems upset. Everybody is kind of going on with their day. It's a beautiful Thanksgiving day, and here's the kick. Looks like Yancey with the ball up past the 20, cuts it up, goes down about the 25, where the Statesman will take over, 1st and 10.
Man, I'm telling you, Yancey has played a tremendous game. I mean, he's kick return, punt return, punter,
defensive back,
quarterback, running back, receiver. I mean, he's just done it all, man. He's been a one-man show today.
And Yancey, excuse me, just a junior, so he'll be back for his senior year next year. And throw him in the mix with a healthy quarterback. And
1st and 10 Webster from their 25-yard line.
And here's just a plain run up the middle here for Webster Groves, and the clock rolls down to about the 3-minute mark and down to Angela.
All right, guys, we've been talking a lot about Webster and Kirkwood and all the fun, but what about people, famous people who used to go to each school? Well, I think the most famous person from Kirkwood is Scott Bakula. Remember him from the TV show? He's on one of those shows right now on Channel 4. But the most famous person from Webster, Carly Kloss. So supermodel or actor, you choose. Back to you guys.
Let me choose. Supermodel. I think I'm going supermodel too, big fella.
I don't know. I think Angela Sharp could put herself on the list of famous people from Webster Groves.
Let me tell you something, man. Angela can handle herself with anybody.
She doesn't take any lip.
Oh, no doubt, man. She's gorgeous, beautiful, and smart. You know what we call her? The total package.
Yeah. Yep, and they really do miss her at the Blues games. I hear people say it all the time. They're like, why isn't Angela there?
Yeah, because Angela is big time. She done went to
Tampa.
She's
been there 10 years. Everybody knows she's part of the fabric.
Well, she's big time.
Right.
She's Tampa. What would you do? Would you take Tampa or the cold ice?
She can do her own tanning now. She doesn't have to go to the
Tampa or the cold ice
anymore.
Which one would you take?
Oh, look at this! Oh, there he goes!
Oh, man. Oh, I don't know.
There's Connors. Woo! 66-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Statesman.
Hey, guys, you got to give Webster Groves credit. I mean, they know they outmanned by this Kirkwood team, but they have not quit, man. They are fighting through this thing, and they one-dimensional today. They're only really just running the ball, have one really good pass today, but you got to give them credit, man. They are really playing hard, and that's a testament of this Webster Groves coaching staff that has these kids playing.
66 yards.
You nailed it there, DJ, because Cliff Ice in Angela's interview, we asked about Yancey, and he said when they stack the line like that, they get right through the line. There's no defense.
Yeah.
They've been stacking the line. Once you break through the first area of coverage, there's nothing but air.
Yeah, and it shows.
And Nash with the PAT, and that makes the score. Kirkwood 48, Webster Groves 28, with 1:50 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, watch this, man. See, bam, you're right. When there's no other safety or anybody there, you get that crease in the middle, you're able to take that baby to the house and show some explosiveness and speed, and nobody was catching him today. Big time play, and they need to give this Webster Groves team a lot of credit. They had to adjust their entire offense to play because they're not a pound and ground running team. That's not Kirkwood MO. They're a passing, open team. They like to throw the ball around, but they can't do it, and they're really still fighting and competing with Kirkwood. This is just a lot of heart and great coaching.
You know, they're still hanging around. You know, they're hanging around. 76 points so far in this game.
That's a lot of points.
So Nash tees it up at the 40-yard line. He's going to be kicking it into the wind. And it's whooping up here now.
Yes, sir, baby.
So he boots it. Kirkwood with the return.
Uh-oh.
I
got you.
Breaks a tackle.
Right
There's
back at
Massey.
you.
There he goes.
Oh, my goodness.
Is this your special team touchdown?
Yeah.
It was 3 yards short last time.
Oh,
but not this time. Maurice, Massey, they come right back. We're talking about Webster hanging around. Kirkwood's like,
Kirkwood is saying, whatever you can do, I can do better than you. Oh, my goodness.
A lot of talent out there.
Oh, it is some talent. Oh, yeah, baby. It is a big-time talent
in this house today.
Yes, sir,
Woo!
baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Whatever you can do, we can do better than you. Big-time player. Make big-time plays and big-time games. And, Massey, you are a big-time player.
You know, in the fourth quarter, we start thinking about who's going to be the Elite Football Academy player of the game.
I have no idea.
On the offense, but, you know, Kirkwood's quarterback's got a lot of touchdowns thrown today. We're going to have to think pretty hard about this. Then you have the St. Louis, Kansas City Carpenter Regional Council Defensive Player of the game.
And watch the replay here, man. Watch how it's just like Moses. He just parted the sea. Watch this, man. Just point to see. There you go, big fella.
It up the gut.
There you go. And take that baby to the house. Oh, my goodness. That's a big-time return by Massey.
You know, you think of all these, you know, the U.S. Army plays of the game. And
oh, my goodness. I don't know.
You know, there's just so many to choose
from.
from.
The game. I don't know the defensive player.
Well, we'll leave it up
to
them in the truck.
Yeah, I mean,
they got all the replays there. There's been so many of them. 55-28.
Oh, man, it's just so much. Oh, my goodness. I don't know.
And now Barry with the run up. He boots it with the wind. And this one might be going out of bounds. No, it went out of bounds.
So they go in the end zone. Yeah, touchback.
So they're going to start this one out. First down, 10 yards to go.
No, to 25. You know what's amazing to me? All these points Webster Groves, Kirkwood has scored 55 points. Webster Groves has scored 28 points. Let me tell you what's impressive about those 28 points. Let me tell you what's impressive. One-dimensional offense. Your players are hurt. You got 17 players hurt. You're just going almost like it's just a full house backfield, and you're running the ball. You're running the ball with your running backs. No quarterback to throw it, and you score 28 points. That's heart and determination by Webster Groves. Because Kirkwood is loaded and is a great team.
Flag on the play. Yancey rolls. He pitches it, and a little bit too hard over to the intended wide receiver.
On the play against Webster.
Looked like that was Sam Stribe. So it's going to be a false start against Webster Groves as they start this drive with 1:30 to go in the third.
Yeah, and, I'm just telling you, I'm impressed that Webster Groves are competing. Kirkwood, it's good. They're a very good team, and I think they've taken out all their frustrations of losing in the playoffs Today. I mean, they playing at a high level today.
And it is 1st and 15.
1st and 15 for Webster Groves. Straight run up the gut. Dang. I'd say they're still playing hard out there. Bodies flying all over the place.
Man, that offensive lineman, I couldn't get his number from Kirkwood, from Webster Groves. Check
65.
That. Oh, my goodness. He was pow driving up there, man. Woo, that was blocking.
Cole. Schnetgoki.
Schnetgoki? That's pretty good.
I should have asked the coach before the game. How do you say this one?
We just punished his name. You know, we punished that guy's name.
All right, Jerkon Connors around the right side, and they push him out of bounds.
Oh,
that's a late play.
Oh, yeah, that's
kind of a dirty play right there.
Yeah, that's not
Kirkwood.
Smart.
That's Stephon Cameron.
Yeah, that's just not a good play right there.
You know, the referee pushing him away. He's like,
yeah, that's just stupid play, man. You know, that's not even necessary.
Right there in front of the head coach. Look at Connors. Look at Cliff Ice right here. He's got his arm around Jerkon Connors. He's saying, Jerkon, don't let it get you down.
Exactly.
I know you're mad, but look at what a classy move that is.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get a shot of that, guys, but Cliff Ice has got his arm around Connors. He's walking.
Yeah, that was smart by Cliff to defuse that.
He just got him out of there. Connors is standing alone down at the 40-yard line without his helmet.
Yeah,
now he's walking back into the fray.
Yeah, that was not a smart play by Kirkwood. Not at all.
Foul against Kirkwood, 15-yard penalty.
Connors is still mad.
Ball moves up to the 45-yard line.
He's got a water bottle in his hand. His helmet's off. As he paces up and down the sideline by the water coolers and the Gatorade. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. First down, here's Yancey. Yancey back to the line of scrimmage, not much more.
Yancey. And he loses a yard.
So he even actually loses a yard on that, DJ.
It is second.
We got about 15
11.
seconds left in the third quarter, and I don't think they're going to run a play. As we're down to 10. So this will do it for the third quarter. With the score, Kirkwood 55, Webster Groves 28. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this on the Bommarito Prep Zone High School Football Game of the Week, presented by McDonald's.
The senior members of our Webster Groves High School varsity cheerleading squad. Say hello
if
to
your
Carly
superpower
Hay.
is making pizza disappear, then you've got to try Papa John's new Italian Hero Pizza, featuring a creamy Italian sauce covered with epic portions of pepperoni, salami, Roma tomatoes, onions, banana peppers, and topped with 4 delicious cheeses. About the only thing it doesn't have, artificial flavors and colors. Get a large Italian Hero Pizza for just $10. Download the Papa John's app or order at papajohns.com.
The book.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
And Danielle
Because that's how original I am.
All right, you guys. I have Sean Green literally wrote the book, the Turkey Day book.
The book. I wrote the book.
You wrote the book on Turkey Day, also a Webster alum. Can you put into words this rivalry?
Yeah, it's eternal. It's been great. It's a lot of fun. My family fights about it every Thanksgiving Day dinner, and yours should too.
I like that. Now, what's the most obscure, interesting fact that you can tell us from all your research?
Today is the 85th Turkey Day game. This is the 110th varsity game between both teams. Say it like that.
I do like that. All right. And Webster's winning this, right?
They lead in all the games. Kirkwood's now up by 3 games in Turkey Day games.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So we got this. And where can we find this book?
Well, the book's out of print, so your used bookstore. But I do an annual every year with updates, so you can go to lulu.com, Lulu.com.
And find out all you need to know about this awesome rivalry. Why do you think people should come check it out?
Well, it is the best, it is the most well-documented game rivalry in the history of rivalries. You won't find anything better.
Gotta love it. Can I get a go Webster?
Go Webster.
Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Angela. So we're just underway here in the fourth quarter. Yancey with a first down there, and he comes over here to the sidelines.
I tell you, man, Yancey is the MVP today, boy. He really played unbelievable ball for Webster Groves. I mean, he's done it all. I mean, he is doing it all.
So Connors looks like he's back in the game. He's cooled off a little bit. And there's some shots over there. Here's another flag right here. It's getting a little chippy out there.
Hey, you know, and I'm not understanding why it's getting chippy from the Kirkwood position. You know, I mean, they're winning, you know, by a big margin, and I just don't understand that.
Up 28 points.
Yeah.
Aaron's back in the game for Webster Groves.
That is a personal foul.
I have no idea why they're doing that one.
So that was a personal foul. I saw it.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a cheap little hit. Kind of like it. I don't think it hurt anybody, but it was after the whistle, and it was unnecessary. And I'm sure the coaches will be pointing that out next time they watch film.
Well, they need to point it out right now. And now when they watch film, the season is over in about less than 11 minutes.
Clock continues to run. It's a 10:38 and counting of the fourth quarter. Ball on the 25-yard line. As Webster's trying to get more points. Here's Connors up the middle, just following his blockers. Up for a few yards and gets slammed.
You know what? These officials are not doing a very good job in keeping this thing in order. You know, they need to bring this thing in order. Call both teams together and tell them, hey, man, let me tell you something. We're going to start putting these guys up out of here.
And here's Connors running off the field without his helmet. You can see his dreads.
Ball spotted at the 22.
At about the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Yancey back in the game.
Yards. It is 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. Here's Yancey around the left side, cuts it up, sees a little daylight, and goes down, gets a couple of yards, gets down to about the 20-yard line. Short of the first down.
You know, you got to just feel this is the game that everybody looks forward to. And, you know, the seniors, the sad thing about it, that's the last time seniors would ever step on this field and play a game. That's when the emotions kick in when this game is winding down, that you're never playing another Kirkwood Webster Groves game, Turkey Day game. And, man, the memories, that's all you're going to have. And just try to end it up, you know, and at your best and do your best and have great memories.
It's like the finality of it all.
Yeah, it is.
Is upon them.
That's what's really tough about seniors playing in this game.
And there's some movement and a flag.
I mean, I remember, you know, talking to some players who played in this game, former players, and they talk about how, you know, we would rather play in this game than go to state. This means so much to us. And the tradition and the history of this fabulous football game against Kirkwood and Webster Groves.
5-yard penalty, the ball back to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 as the ball's been moved back to the 25-yard line. Yancey around the right side. He's got a little room. Breaks the tackle. Down close to the first down, and now down to the star of the show with the family of the game, Angela Sharp.
Hey, I'm not the star of the show, but I do have an awesome bunch of people. What families do we have down here?
Connors and Anderson. Connors.
All right, and I love this. So you guys, they have signs out here. The little girl has a shirt on with her brother's photo on it. Now you guys are down by a lot, but you guys are still supporting. You're still yelling with the signs. Why?
Because it's my son, and you know the team. They've struggled this whole season, but you know it takes a team. So we out here supporting.
I love it. All right, let me hear some Go Webster cheers from you guys.
Go Webster!
back to you guys.
Here's Yancey around the left side.
Oh, yes, sir.
He goes down.
Cameron Yancey.
First down inside the 10.
Let me tell you, that run remind me of a couple times I've seen him run. Remind me of a couple guys. O.J. Simpson, when he used to run up there, and how powerful he was. He gets hit in the backfield and keeping his feet moving. And Jim Brown.
Wow, that's a pretty elite company there.
I am telling you, Yancey, Cam Yancey, reminded me of how when they got hit in the backfield, 2 or 3 guys hitting them, and he kept his feet moving, throwing defenders off. That was a great run by Cam Yancey. I'm impressed, man. I hadn't had an opportunity to really watch Cam Yancey. Heard a lot of good stuff about him. Big fella, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Yancey.
Well, here he is again. And there he goes.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's in.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Hey, folks, I'm going to tell you something.
Cameron Yancey.
Let me tell you why this is unbelievable by Cam Yancey, folks. They only have one structure of an offense. That's getting behind the center and getting the ball snapped to you, and you're running the ball. It's no fakes. It's no misdirection. It's just hand you the ball and make a play. What we say, Todd? Give him the ball.
Get out of the way.
Give him the ball.
Get out of the way.
That's what I'm talking about. Give Yancey the ball and get out of the way.
Get the heck out of the way.
I'm telling you what, man. He is playing big time today, baby.
Nash in for the PAT. He's got the wind with him. The snap's high, and he boots this, and it's no good.
And the extra point, no good.
It was a very low trajectory right there. Let's take a look at the replay of the touchdown.
Watch this, man. Cam Yancey get hit in the backfield. Bam! Look at that. And then they still drag defenders into the end zone. That was a big-time run, man.
Looked like a little Eddie George on that one.
No, that was a big-time run. No doubt about it. Big-time run for a big-time player in a big-time game.
So the PAT's no good. That makes the score Kirkwood 55, Webster Groves 34. So that's 89 points put up on the board in this game so far.
That's a lot of points, and I think this is probably the most since we've done these games that I've witnessed this kind of scoring, this big-time scoring like this by both teams. And I'll tell you, the 34 points that Webster Groves has gotten on this unbelievable Kirkwood defense and Kirkwood football team is amazing to me today. Because Kirkwood can play, man. They got athletes all over the place. I mean, they're fast, athletic, smart, aggressive. It's just football is simple, folks. It's blocking, tackling, and desire and determination.
All right, so Nash set to kick, and the Kirkwood defenders, or receivers, excuse me, are only at the 30-yard line, so they go for the onside kick, and the ball goes out of bounds. So an unsuccessful onside kick, that's going to be a penalty on Webster Groves. As one of my papers just blew away.
I'm curious to see if Kirkwood continue to play aggressive, or would they just play very lax. They're not methodical, but just hand the ball off. Or will they still be aggressive going to Macklin or Massey? It's going to be interesting to see this.
Up 21 with 7:06. I'm thinking try to run this thing out, but you got wide receivers everywhere. You got 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side, so that'll dispel my theory. Cooper Wise.
They can still do a handoff inside.
Cooper Wise back about a 47-yard line, looks over to the sidelines for instructions.
I'll throw one to Macklin. Let's go get him, Macklin.
It's a low one. And the whistle blows. Flag on the play.
Start penalty
so it's going to be a false start against Kirkwood. They're going to back him up 5. So that'll make it first down and 15 with 7:04 to go in the fourth quarter.
7-yard line.
Cooper Wise in the backfield along with Martez Jones II. We left off the second for most of this broadcast. We'll get it in there at least once. Cooper Wise to Martez Jones II. He rolls down. You know, nice little gain there, about 10 yards. He doesn't want to go down. Then he's pile drove. That'll bring up second down for the Pioneers.
And that was really smart run on his part because he didn't want to go out of bounds. He wanted to keep the clock running.
And he gets to.
But the clock stopped, so I don't know. Did he go out of bounds?
He got pile drived, I know, at the end.
I didn't think he went out of bounds.
It looks like the referees, they've stopped the clock to look at the spot.
It's not a first down, right?
I don't believe it is. I think it's not for a long shot. I think he got about 10 yards on the carry. So that should bring up about
face mask penalty.
Face mask.
Okay, that's what it was.
Penalty.
So a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, man.
That's not what Webster Groves wants at this point in the game.
No, I don't think so. Who do we like on our defense player of the game?
Well, I tell you what, there was a defensive touchdown.
Well, that might be the one. We may have to go that route.
Kirkwood's quarterback's got 5 touchdowns thrown.
I know. I mean, and
I know you've been talking a lot about Yancey.
I don't know, but
I'm going to have to go with someone on the winning team.
Yeah, and then Massey the receiver. Oh, man.
Here comes Kirkwood up the gut. Let's send it down to Angela.
Got Nikki Limley here with Affleck down here with me. Now, we're all familiar with the Duck who is relaxing over here in the chair. But for people who have maybe been living under a rock, what is Affleck?
Affleck is supplementary insurance that's available to small and large and medium-sized businesses. I have just started with them, and I'm thrilled because I'm a very rooted member of the Webster community. My daughter is here playing in the band today. My host daughter is visiting from Spain, the Basque region, and it is just a very engaged community. It's wonderful to have this opportunity to keep up this wonderful tradition, bringing the Kirkwood and Webster communities together.
Yeah, there's nothing like the Webster-Kirkwood Turkey Day game. Can you put it into a couple words?
Well, it's community, Thanksgiving, of course, and it's a big rivalry. I mean, it's been going on for so many years. We're holding our own today, but it looks like Kirkwood's going to go home the winner, though.
Well, if they want to go home the winner and maybe look into Affleck, how can they contact you?
They can contact us through our website, but me specifically, I'm here in Webster, and I'm looking forward to partnering with small and medium-sized businesses to help them grow their bottom line and to help their employees navigate the very complicated world of insurance. They can reach me at nikkilemley@gmail.com or at 314-971-4529.
Love it. Back to you, Todd and DJ.
All right, Angela, can you say Affleck? Affleck! Cooper Wise, I can say Cooper Wise rolling in to the end zone for a touchdown.
But like a flag came out. A flag.
I was like, so it looks like they're going to bring this one back.
Holding penalty against Kirkwood.
So it's going to be a hold against Kirkwood. It'll nullify that. Seems like somebody must have seen the flag because we're going to go ahead and take a look at the replay.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see the hold on that.
Right there.
Look like the big fella.
Yeah, he's holding.
Number 60. I don't know. I can't say who did that.
Yeah, there's little shadows on that.
I don't want to call a number out, and he wasn't the one that did the holding.
Right, we don't want to get anybody in trouble.
I couldn't tell.
5:22 to go. Kirkwood, first and goal at the 16. They hand it off. Martez, there he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Kirkwood. Martez Jones, the second.
Wow, that's a lot of points being scored today, man. We've never witnessed a game of this magnitude, these two teams, and scoring total, almost 100 points. Oh, my goodness. It'll be, 96 points in this game? That's a lot of points by these teams.
Barry with the PAT attempt.
Hey, you know, and watch this.
It's good.
Watch the play here, and it's good blocking up front. Look at the seal blocking right here. Look at the big fella. They looking around. Receivers,
like that cutback.
Macklin and those boys downfield, Massey, all the receivers of Kirkwood has done an outstanding job in blocking downfield. That's how you get big runs when your receivers, your offensive line, they have to do the grunt work up front. But then to cap it off, you need the assistance by the receivers downfield blocking for you to get those big long runs. And you got to give kudos to Kirkwood team. I mean, this is a good, solid Kirkwood team. And, you know, they've done a great job at Kirkwood with the tradition.
I'm surprised they still have all their starters in like this deep into the game with the score.
Yeah, I'm assuming they would take them out now once they get the ball back and let some of the young guys go ahead and finish it up.
Get some of the future, get them a little experience.
Right.
The sophomores and the juniors. And some of the seniors that don't start.
Yes.
A little action. All right, here's Barry with a run up. Barry against the wind. A little bit shorter this time. Webster Groves. I think that's Jones. Kevin Jones, the junior. So Webster Groves will take over with 5:08 to go. Yeah, and as DJ said, 96 points in this game. That's almost like last week's Monday Night Football game.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's a lot of points, man. And you know, they got to keep their composure. Cliff Ice is really getting upset with his players because that's not a Cliff Ice team, man. That's not how they operate. They really don't operate like that.
Yeah, he's a class act, and he's gonna make sure, you know, even when you have a down season, that
and Fro Shelton
you play with dignity.
Way. Coach Shelton, you know, Fro Shelton is the same way over at Kirkwood. He's not a guy that tolerates that kind of behavior from their team. Both these programs is historic programs, been around and been good for a long time, and it's put out some quality, great players, you know, for years.
So Webster Groves with the ball at their own 10-yard line, going right to left on your screen. And they run it up. And it's a fumble. And on into the end zone.
Oh,
Is
wow.
that Macklin?
I don't know.
Touchdown, Kirkwood.
It's a touchdown. Looks like Jarius Macklin in the fumble return.
That was a fumble picked up by the Pioneers.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. That's a 100-point mark.
Certainly not lacking in action.
No, it's not. Even though it was a lot of points scored by both teams, it's still been an exciting game because you've seen, you know, players.
Let's look at this replay.
Right. We've seen players to make plays. Let's see what happened here. I cannot see the ball.
I can see Macklin's got it. A fumble in the line of scrimmage. Macklin picks it up, zips it in. Now Barry, his foot's got it. Leg's got to be getting sore.
I mean, that was a lot of points.
This
they put
guy.
up. Yeah.
So 68-34.
We're at a 100-point mark.
So he must have about 8 or 9 extra points
in
this game. Gotta give some kudos to the kicker. I think he's missed one.
Right.
Wow, what just happened?
I have no idea. There's a lot of points out here.
Yep. Very nice.
Yes, sir. A lot of good talent around here, folks. Hey, man, I want to thank everybody for coming out at my 26th annual Thanksgiving Turkey Drive giveaway, man, last weekend. And Bommarito Automotive Group was one of our sponsors Miller Coors was one of our sponsors, and Hot 104.1 and 95.5, and Crown Mart. Those guys, allow me with Cargill Foods to give away thousands of turkeys to deserving families in the community, and I am so honored and blessed and thankful that people support me like that and support our cause and trying to make a difference in the lives of folks in our community.
Here comes Webster Groves. Under 5 minutes to go. One of the first times I ever saw you, I was a server at the media club, and you were having lunch with Bill Wilkerson.
Yes.
And you had just recently retired, and you were asking Bill, what can I do to give back to the community? And I was like a flower on the wall, the leaves dropping in on that. I'm like, what a good guy.
Yeah,
he's got all this money, and he wants to give it back to the community.
It's been an honor, man.
And Bill Wilkerson, what a guy he was.
Oh, he was an awesome guy, man.
Good broadcaster.
And you guys, here.
Stand back, ball down, kick up, it's good.
Yeah, you guys have supported me. Andre Holman has supported me with his organization, STL TV, and just so much stuff you guys have done for me. And I just want to thank the community for allowing me to do the work and the work to help families in this community, and I'm so honored and blessed to be able to do that.
Doesn't it make you feel good? When you give back and stuff, you got to get this
there's nothing like
euphoria feeling.
It is nothing like it, man. My mom, she gave back for so long, and I watched her change lives, and I wanted to be like her and change lives, and I've been blessed to be able to do it. My foundation and all the staff and volunteers of our foundation, thank you guys for the love you've shown me and the commitment you've shown me over the years, and I do not take any of this for granted.
Well, thank you for your great work in the community, DJ. Demetrius Johnson Charitable Foundation, all over the St. Louis area, and we need people like you, more people like you to help out, because there's a lot of more work that can be done in our community.
Yeah, no doubt. And we have like our annual Christmas party that's going to be held, on the 22nd of December. And we'll service over 1,200 kids, and we'll even give a van away to a deserving family.
A van? Mean like an automobile?
Yeah, automobile van. Yeah,
there's another fumble.
Oh, man.
Don't say it. Don't.
Oh,
there you go. No.
Don't tell me no.
Is that the third?
Oh, no,
Could
they
that
didn't.
be number 3?
Oh, no, they didn't.
The third defensive touchdown of the game by Kirkwood. This one by Myson Pace.
Oh, my goodness.
The junior.
Oh, no, they didn't, big fella. Don't tell me I just saw that. I didn't see what I just saw, did I?
I was hoping not. 75 points on the board.
My goodness. This is an all-time record of scoring and points by both of these teams. Wow, my goodness.
So this could be 110 if Barry pounds this one through. So here's Barry, and this one's blocked.
Well, at least that's one thing that went against Kirkwood. Oh,
yeah, usually when you score 34 points, you're usually in pretty good shape.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one of the things is really interesting. This is the first time Webster Groves in the history of their football program that they have not won a game.
Yeah, it's certainly been a down year, but when you have a
lot of
injuries, a good coach like this,
Cliff
Ice, you see weird seasons like this from time to time, but you build on it, you learn from it, and you move forward.
But you can see the talent that Webster Groves have, and next year he's got to be their featured guy, and that's Yancey. Cam Yancey, he put on a show, being very undermanned, but put on a show.
So Ice's record will drop to 145 wins and 75 losses. Still an incredible record there. And since losing to Ladue in November of 2014, Webster Groves has gone 12-30. I don't know if they're landlocked or what's happened, but they've been down for a couple of years. Here we go. Here's Webster Groves on the return. Looks like Connor's family was the family of the game.
Yeah.
And right now we're going to do our Elite Football Academy Offensive Player of the Game, Cooper Wise, with 5 touchdowns. And, gosh, you can pick. There's 3 defensive touchdowns.
I have no idea which one.
You know.
We have no idea. Hey, can
you want to go with Macklin?
Can we do this? Can we just make the whole entire defense?
Yeah. Why don't we do
Let's
that?
just say the whole defense.
The whole defense. I'm not sure.
The defense of Kirkwood.
Maybe Angela can pick somebody out.
Yeah.
But it goes to the entire defense and maybe grab number 2.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's Macklin.
Yeah, he just picked one up, ran in. But the game was over by then, though.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
Now, Cameron had one when the game was still tight. Stefan Cameron.
Yeah. Number
3 for Kirkwood.
Yeah.
And number 16 for Kirkwood on offense, the Elite Football Academy.
Well, we're going to give it to the entire defense.
We're going to give it to the defense, and
then
number 2, Macklin, can be the spokesman.
Well, or let's
or Cameron. Let's do. We're going to do.
Stefan.
All right, so finally, the Elite Football Academy Offensive Player of the Game, quarterback, number 16, Cooper Wise, 5 touchdowns through the air.
And we're doing something unprecedented. We're going and give the entire defense, we're going to give the entire defense of Kirkwood the player of the game, but we're going to, a spokesperson will take
Stefan Cameron.
There you go.
Number 3.
That's it. I mean, you can't argue how great this team played this year.
75-34. How about this? The Frisco Bell stays in Kirkwood.
It's been in Kirkwood for a minute now, baby.
Now Angela's got the daunting task of sorting out and finding number 16 and number 3, and she just.
Well, Angela, this is her. This is what she does.
She shines. She's the only one that gets any camera. She gets the. She's got the look.
This is how she get it done. But it was an interesting game. I'm really impressed just how Kirkwood played. I mean, Kirkwood is just so loaded.
I've got 5 pages of scoring here, so
yeah,
it's going to take too long to go through all this.
Well, we don't need to. We need to go and get some turkey.
And right now we're going to have one of our plays of the game coming up here in just a moment. And let's take a look at this. The U.S. Army play of the game. Here it is. It's the kick return.
That's right, Massey. I mean, he gets up in you parted the Red Sea, big fella, and you took that baby to the bank and you cashed it in. That's what I'm talking about. Big-time player making a big-time play in a big-time game, and that's the U.S. Army player of the game.
Yeah, and Massey is certainly in the conversation for offensive player of the game. He had an incredible game himself, several touchdowns, and that's just it's been an incredible offensive game for Kirkwood. I mean, I can't remember doing a game when the offense put up 75 points.
This is the first time I've ever witnessed a game, particularly this game, a Turkey Day game, that it scored over 100 points in the game. Both teams, you look how shorthanded the Webster Groves was when they competed, though. They played at their best. They did their best under their circumstances. But you played against a powerhouse team, the Pioneers. The Pioneers came and cut down some trees, big dog. They came and went to work, and they're very good.
All right, let's go down to Angela with our offensive player of the game.
That's right. I have our Elite Football Academy offensive player of the game, Cooper Wise. They said your name a bunch during this game. Was that 5 touchdowns?
I think it was 6 maybe.
Oh, maybe 6. All right. Oh, hey, maybe we shorted him one. Is that the type of play you're normally doing?
I wouldn't say that. I just, try to come out here, have fun, and that, was a result. So I can't complain. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Now, you guys were clearly the favorite in the beginning of this game before the game started, but Webster kind of held you off for a little bit. What woke you guys up?
Well, just them scoring 14 quick points on us kind of woke us up. I mean, that's happened before. So we were, kind of used to it, but we got to respond to it, which we did. I'm happy we did that, and we took care of it.
Now, I happened to talk to your dad during the game. Dad was a quarterback for Kirkwood. You're a quarterback for Kirkwood. Does that mean anything to you or not yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. Something like in the family, it's like a tradition pretty much. It was just cool sharing that experience with him, being able to talk about things that we both went through. So it was cool, yeah.
Are you a better quarterback than Dad?
No, not a chance, no.
Not a chance, he says. Well, that right there is your Elite Football Academy Offensive Player of the Game. Back to you, Todd and DJ.
All right, thanks a lot, Angela. And DJ on the St. Louis Kansas City Carpenters Regional Council Player of the Game is the defense. Looks like Angela's still searching around.
Well, I tell you, man, when you look at these teams, both of these teams came out, they did exactly what we thought they were going to do. We knew that Kirkwood was going to be very explosive and make plays going downfield. However, I was really thrown off in seeing the offense that Webster Groves had to adjust to because of the injuries and no quarterback. They went and played pretty much a running back in a position and just say, hey, man, we're going to run the ball, stop us. And you know what? If you look at their running yards, they had over 100-plus yards rushing the ball, and that was great. All right, and I'm going to do my annual Hammer Time hit. Watch this Hammer Time hit, folks. I want you to see this. Here we go. Coming through here, watch this. Make a cut. Hammer Time, baby. Woo! That's my Hammer Time hit for the season, baby. That is it. We're going to close down on that Hammer Time hit, man. Woo! I'm telling you what, that's big time, baby. You know, and I love that. And when you talk about the bell, man, think about this. This bell is so sacred to these teams and these schools. I mean, that's bragging rights. We beat you, so every time you walk down that hall in that school, you see that bell, and that bell represents the defeating of your opponent. That's what you want to do every time.
Yeah, what a beautiful day out here in Webster Groves, right here off of Highway 44 and Elm. Mossfield, it's just an incredible complex out here, and you know the crowd's leaving right now. Everybody's going to go, and they're going to unite with their families and loved ones, and you know just enjoy what Thanksgiving is all about. And it's about giving back and being thankful. And we can take a look at a couple highlights here from the second half, DJ. Here's Cooper Wise right here throwing one down.
And he goes up and top and get it. He throws it to my man Massey.
Oh, yeah.
Massey can go get it, man. He is a big-time Division I player. And watch this right. Watch the kickoff return right here that he almost took that baby to the house. He blows on the sideline, goes down the field, and you got to give the defender credit. He does a great job pushing him out of bounds. But Massey, offensively, defensively, and special teams was an impact player.
And I think we've been overruled. Let's go down to Angela with our defensive player of the game.
You have been overruled. It's your St. Louis Kansas City Carpenters District Regional Council Defensive Player of the Game. Playing nose today, Mr. Ferguson is representing the whole defense. Now, you guys had your work cut out for you a little bit in the beginning, not so much at the end. What woke you guys up?
We just decided to come back out strong. Some of us came out thinking Webster was going to lay down. They did not. They came out strong, respected them. So we went in the locker room, got our heads together, came back as a team and played hard.
Now, I noticed you guys all gather around that Frisco Bell, the coveted Frisco Bell. What was that song you guys were singing? Is that a school song?
Yeah, we sing it after every win. I couldn't even tell you the name, but it's after every win, even loss, we sing it as a team and family, Kirkwood.
Okay, now you guys have been to state a number of times, but talking about this game, why is this game so important to you guys?
It's a tradition that's been going on for years, hundreds of years, and we just wanted to keep it going to prove our alumni and everybody else, even the young kids who's coming up in the program, that this means everything. We could lose every game of the season, but the Turkey Day game is where is it?
See, you heard that from a player. I've been telling you guys that all day long. A player himself is going to tell you this game is that important. How are you going to celebrate the rest of the day?
About to go home, eat like 4 plates, and go to sleep.
Well, you deserve it. You're representing the whole defensive. We appreciate you. That right there is your defensive player of the game. Now Kirkwood gets to take that Frisco Bell home, and they get to paint it red and white from a Webster alum. That hurts. Back to you guys.
All right, Harville Ferguson Jr. representing the Kirkwood defense. And DJ, it's been great working with you this year. And, you know, I know you missed a couple of games, but you made it back to the big dog Turkey Day.
It's good. And, you know, and that's what it's all about. You know, I got to thank the Bommarito Automotive Group for allowing us to be a part of a special season and a special year in football. Once again, working with you, Todd, has been a blessing, and Andre and the entire staff. Great job, great work, and we appreciate it. Look forward to seeing everyone again next year at the same time, same station, baby.
There you have it for Angela Sharp, Demetrius Johnson, all our crew and staff, guys in the truck doing all the dirty work. Thank you so much for watching on KSDK.com. And thanks, folks. Have a great day. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and so long.